Hell yeah! You're watching The Dusty Show! Let's fucking do it!
Yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday night, and if you're ready for the world's greatest show, and you miss me as much as I missed you, let me hear you say, woo! Welcome one and all to the greatest one-man show in the history of all mankind. It's The Dusty Show. I have no audio right now. Let me get hooked up. Boom, there we go. Woo! Who's fucking ready to rock and roll? Audience, please forgive me. It has been 2 weeks since my last show. God damn it, I missed you guys. It was fucking awful. So, Ice Storm 2026. We haven't had one like this in 40 fucking years, god damn it. And I know it's going to be hard to believe, but I was underprepared. I didn't take it seriously. I was like, fuck you, Ice, just like I do in real life. But the Ice was like, fuck you back, Dusty, just like it does in real life. Let me show you this shit, guys. That's what I had going on. So, I'm glad you guys tuning in tonight because I need your help. I'm fucking gotta fix my dog fence. So this is the dog fence. It got destroyed. This is my cable line right here. You might notice my cable line going underneath all this fucking bullshit. Cable went out instantly. So I called my cable company and I was like, I need my cable. Get out here, motherfuckers, and fix it. So they said, Dusty, you're a priority customer because you've been overpaying for like 10 years. So we're going to send somebody out tomorrow because the line is in the street. This is obviously serious. Got to get somebody out there. So dude came out the next day as promised, stepped out of his truck, took one look at this, got back in his truck, drove the fuck off. Didn't say a word to me. I was like, oh, hell no. Oh, man, it was terrible. Look at this shit. Fucking trees falling everywhere, y'all. So this is right by my window right here. Boom, look at this shit. Man, it was fucking scary. Ice was falling down. I guess the weight on the branches was too much. They were shearing off and just falling fucking everywhere. Big old branches hit my roof, felt like an earthquake. I was like, I hope this big motherfucking Jurassic Park tree don't come down. Go kill me. Go kill us all. Go kill the dogs. Go kill the cats. Oh, hell no, Jesus. So that's scary. I got to take care of that eventually. All bad. How many trees is that? That's just one big fucking tree, dude. And here's the dog yard. It's actually way worse than this picture makes it look. It's not good. So I got to deal with all this fucking shit. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. Got to break out my chainsaw and whatever. You guys might be like, hey, you got to go out there and clear all that shit up before the cable company is going to work on that. They specifically told me not to. They was like, don't fuck with it, Dusty. Do not mess with it. You'll cut our line with your chainsaw. And they still ain't come out and do shit, so I don't know. They probably ain't gonna fucking fix it. Whatever. Well, oh, it turned out, here's the crazy part. It wasn't even this that made my internet go down. It's exactly like this out there still right now with the internet line buried underneath all this shit, and my internet's working, so apparently it was somewhere else that was broken, and it still works with all this bullshit going on, so, well, poor puppies are fine. It's poor Dusty you got to worry about. Folks, I almost died. Not from the trees and shit, but from boredom. It was terrible. No internet. No fucking power. Just sitting here in the dark, left to my own thoughts. You guys know how I hate to think. It was the worst shit fucking ever. Sitting there contemplating my own existence, my mortality. Oh, hell to the no. It was bad. It was bad, y'all know. And like, 2 weeks off. Like, normally that seems like a great thing. But 2 weeks off without any fucking internet, without any fucking electricity. So I don't get to work. I don't get to make no fucking money. I don't get to watch no TV and masturbate. Just the worst of all fucking worlds. It's the worst anyway. Finally, Monday, they got my fucking power fixed. And I was like, well, I got 2 weeks of show to go. So I've been working on it for 2 or 3 fucking days, getting this thing put together. And as always, we got a big one. Unfortunately, a lot of this news, it's going to be a little bit dated, because it's 2 weeks, but we got to cover it all. I'm OCD. I got to have all this on the fucking record, chronicled for the future generations on how America collapsed. So we got to go through it. We're going to run through it real motherfucking quick, y'all. And thank you for joining me. I love you guys. I appreciate you. It's great to be back with you. And all right, let's go ahead and kick this motherfucking show off. Hey, my buddy AJ cool producer from Canada, I guess. Take off, hoser. Maybe a new QR code. Boom, there it is. New QR code. Woo! So aim your camera phone at the new QR code above my head, and it will go to my PayPal. Great way to support the show, and I need you guys, as always, more than ever. If you don't know, I'm an independent journalist. I don't have no sponsors. I don't have no ads running the show. I don't take no money from no motherfucking body except for you guys like PBS. So if you like what I do, please support it so I can keep doing it. And I also got to fix the dog pen and the cat pen. I have an animal sanctuary, by the way, so that's what I do with my money. So hook me up if you can. Appreciate it. Thank you. Love you. And all right, let's go get the show off, folks. Got to get going. To get it over with, it's going to be a long one tonight, I guess. We're going to pound through this like I did your mom. I'm sorry. That's uncalled for. Let's go get it off, folks. Going to start off with a little bit of secret police. The secret police. And yeah, bad, man. This happened right as I was eliminated from the internet. I got fucking deleted. They killed Captain America, y'all. The best among us. Alex Preddy, 37 years old. Tall, in shape. VA nurse. Spent all his time helping veterans, amputees. Went out there to defend a woman that ICE was attacking, and they executed him in the street. This is such a dark fucking time period we live in, y'all, but this is where we've gotten. I warned you. I've been talking about this forever. This was the end goal, folks. They're sending ICE in there to stir people up, ICE to kill a few folks, because they want an insurrection, right? They want this Nazi-ass shit. And all going according to plan, folks, and rip Alex Preddy, folks. Just before I show you his execution, if you hadn't seen it, if you've been living under a rock, here he is. This is the guy they murdered.
Today we remember that freedom is not free. We have to work at it, nurture it, protect it, and even sacrifice for it. May we never forget and always remember our brothers and sisters who have served so that we may enjoy the gift of freedom. So in this moment, we remember and give thanks for their dedication and selfless service to our nation in the cause of our freedom.
So literally the best among us. This is the type of guy that used to, before Trump got in office, all conservatives would claim they love, right? Somebody taking care of our veterans. We love our veterans. Support the troops. Thank you for your service. Now he's a terrorist, y'all. Why is he a terrorist? Because he had a legally registered firearm. The one thing that all conservatives say they will fight to the death to defend. Well, it turns out they were full of fucking shit. Just like everything else, the people of fucking nothing, of nothing, for nothing, by nothing, they stand for nothing, but they'll fall for fucking anything, which is kind of funny. Anyway, folks, if you haven't seen this, I'm sorry, but we have to go through it. So ICE attacking a woman, push her down, shove her. Captain America, Alex Preddy, the best among us, steps in to try to protect this vulnerable woman from being abused by the secret police, by the Gestapo. And they murder him in broad daylight. Here we go. So over here, you're about to see it. So here he is right here, Alex. He's recording ICE. He's not engaging them. He's standing back away from them a great distance. He's of no threat to them whatsoever. Then they're pushing this black lady. And then this Nazi piece of shit shoves her fucking over. So Alex is like, hey, don't do that. Don't abuse your fellow Americans. They're one of us, right? You're supposed to be Americans like we are. Do not abuse us. And like every hero would do, steps in the way, steps in the line to protect this woman from this fucking piece of shit, from this Nazi. And of course, immediately, holding his phone in his hand, of no threat, they bear mace him in the face because gassing America is just a new pastime for the secret police. So then he jumps down to try to protect her. He grabs her to try to protect her. And they're like, no, you got to go to jail too, folks. You cannot stop us from abusing American citizens. You cannot protect anybody. You cannot rescue a woman. And so they throw him to the ground, and immediately they start beating him in the face with bear mace. Because they don't want you to surrender. That's not what they want. If somebody's beating you in the face, instinctually, you try to defend yourself. You're trying to block yourself from being fucking killed, right? You don't put your hands behind your back and let somebody continuously punch you and beat you in the face. No, you want to protect yourself, which is what he's doing here. He's just trying to keep from getting injured. So he does have a registered firearm on him. He's a completely legal arms carrier. which is legal where he fucking lives. He didn't brandish it. He didn't pull it out. You're going to see. I'm going to show you again in a minute. They take the firearm from him and walk away with it. As they beat him. See, all right, so the guy's got the firearm right there. He's not armed. So they execute him. This guy shoots him in the back, shoots him a couple times, and then these two guys step off the side and unload their fucking clip into this guy. For trying to protect a woman, folks. For being a fucking hero. This is what happens to you if you're a hero in this country. This is how far this country has fallen, folks. This third world goddamn bullshit. Here's a stabilized video of the encounter to show you exactly what the fuck happened if you hadn't seen this.
Honestly.
So they got him down. They're beating him in the face with bear mace. This piece of shit right here pulls his gun because he decides he's going to execute this guy. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. 9 of them. 9 Nazis. 9 Nazis can't secure one guy without murdering him? That's what they want you to believe? So there he is. He pulls his gun out. And so this guy has Alex's gun. He's carrying it away. This guy's executing him in the back. Blam, blam, blam. And then him and his buddy step back after he's already dead and unload their clips into him. Just straight up government sanctioned murder of the best people in fucking America. The exact people we should be putting on a fucking pedestal. The exact type of people conservatives used to claim were heroes. But not anymore, folks. We are all the enemy now. We are all terrorists. They want to kill us all. And then they will blame us for our own deaths. They will lie about us. They will demonize us.
The fuck did you just do?
They just executed the guy. That's what the fuck they just did. In America. It's not even America anymore, folks. It took 1 year. And here he is. Here's the guy. This is before they shot Alex. The police officer taking his gun. So yes, he was disarmed. He was unarmed when he was fucking murdered. They executed an unarmed man in the middle of the fucking street in broad daylight on camera. Nobody being held accountable. Lying to our face, gaslighting us about it. And then after they killed him, folks, it's almost like they did with Renee Good, where they were sharing about it after they did it, almost like they were told or something. Here's a guy clapping his hands, one of the ICE bastards, after they murder Alex. Oh no, this is the clip of them looking for the gun. They're like, where's the gun? Where's the gun? Worried about planting it on him. Here's the one of them celebrating after shooting him. Look, he's like, yeah! Woo! Woo! We just murdered that American hero in the middle of the street. Woo! We're all getting huge bonuses, baby. Yeah! Yeah, America! We're the good guys! We're murdering citizens in the street. Woo! Yeah! Yeah, that's what we're up against, folks. The most evil sacks of shit murdering the best of us in the fucking street and cheering about it right to our fucking faces as they get them huge bonuses, as they make us pay for our own murders. That's where we're at in America right now. You won. Hey, you won, MAGA. You won. You did it. Hey, we're so owned. We're all owned, right? Congratulations, MAGA. You pulled it the fuck off, and lots of good pictures, illustrations being drawn. Don't worry, I've got you. But he don't got her. She's on life support. She gonna die just like he fucking did. America's over, y'all. Here's another him trying to pull up Lady Justice off the ground before they fucking execute him. And if this picture's not plastered on every front page of the New York Times, but I mean, it's been 2 weeks, they're already pretty much stopped talking about it. Here they are. Shooting a man in the fucking back for trying to help a woman. And yeah, never forget, y'all, this could be you, could be all of us. They'll kill every one of us. And then Elon Musk will pay somebody to lie about us, to justify it. And they'll all be on their social media cheering about how we deserve to die, about how we fucking asked for it. I guess because you can't carry a gun anymore, say the Cal Rittenhouse fan club. And apparently his executioner was wearing a Texas flag patch because I guess that's where he's from. I guess they're sending Texas into Minnesota to murder Minnesotans because it's not easier to send somebody from another state in. Just like it's easier to send somebody from a foreign country in to murder us. More likely to do the Nazi shit. More likely to be a terrorist if they feel like it's, us versus them. Those Minnesotans, those fucking leftards. And of course, he was the best among us. Here's his co-workers taking a moment of silence. More heroes, more people on the front line, trying to keep America healthy and safe, trying to keep veterans healthy, trying to give them better fucking lives. But they're terrorists, folks. Here you are. Here's domestic terrorists for you, folks. If you have decency in this country, you're a terrorist now. And they've already set the precedent. All they have to do is call you a terrorist, and then they can murder you. No due process, nothing. Just execution. And then after they kill you, folks, after they execute you in the streets, they will demonize you. They will blame you for your own murder. Stephen Miller, who is de facto running our government right now, says, an assassin tried to murder federal agents, and this is your response. Is that what happened? We all saw with our own eyes. Did that guy try to murder federal agents? He didn't pull his gun. He literally just tried to protect a woman being beaten by the Nazis and pushed down. But it doesn't matter, folks. Gaslighting. It's 1984. The party demands you believe them over your own fucking eyes. And that should infuriate you the most, folks. Nothing insults me except for when you insult my intelligence. You can literally say any criticism of me, any insult doesn't bother me. But insulting my intelligence and gaslighting me, that's what fucking gets me. Kristi Noem, dog murder, gets out there and basically says this guy was a domestic terrorist looking to inflict maximum damage and kill law enforcement.
He also had no ID. This looks like a situation where an individual arrived at this scene to inflict maximum damage on individuals and to kill law enforcement.
So just lie right to your face. We know that's not what happened. He didn't approach them. He was just protecting a woman. He didn't pull his gun. He was not trying to kill anybody. In fact, the exact opposite is true. They're the ones that went out there to kill American citizens. They're the ones trying to do the maximum damage. They're the ones spreading terrorism. And then you got Nazi leprechaun Greg Bovino out there saying shit like this.
Fearing for his life and the lives and safety of fellow officers, a Border Patrol agent fired defensive shots. Medics on the scene immediately.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, golly gee whiz, everybody. They were all fearing their lives from this guy. There was 9 of them, right? And they were all surrounding the guy, and they already took his gun away from him. But they were in fear of their lives so much. So in defense, they shot him in the back 47 times, as you do, everybody. So nothing to see here. Hey, you're the Nazis. You call us Nazis, we're going to kill you all because we're not Nazis. You're Nazis.
Just why are they all like this? Why are they all look half pint sawed off, Weasley, squeaky voice, little small dick bitches? Why are all MAGA like this? Why are you so pitiful? Why are you so pathetic? Why are you such bottom feeders?
Here he is, being called out by Dana Bash on CNN, and here's what he had to say.
It looked to us from every angle, sir, that he was approached by them when he was helping another individual who was pushed down. What evidence do you have that he was assaulting any law enforcement?
Dana, we don't need a suspect's help in an active...
Oh, Dana, he was a suspect. Yeah, he was trying to save a woman from getting beaten by ICE. Everybody's a suspect. You're all suspects. Every one of them. Every American is a domestic terrorist. We're the only good guys. You should all just bend over and spread your ass cheeks and let us do whatever we want to you, or you're a suspect that we can gun you down in the streets.
Law enforcement scene.
When you say suspect, what is he suspected of?
That's an active law enforcement scene. He knew that was an active law enforcement scene, especially when the officers approached him, and it's very evident he did not need to be where he was.
When somebody is pushed down and a person's instinct is to help that person, when somebody's pushed down by law enforcement, you're saying that you just stand back and let law enforcement do what they're doing?
You know, Dana, every situation is different. What our officers are faced with here in Minneapolis are chaotic, very difficult and violent situations in which individuals, and the suspect is not the only one to bring a loaded weapon to a riot.
Keeps calling him a suspect to justify their execution of him.
The situations are chaotic and ever-changing. Follow directions for law enforcement.
Do what you're told.
Don't inject yourself.
Don't fight back. Obey.
Beforehand into a law enforcement situation.
With respect, it feels as though in some ways you're blaming the victim here.
The victims are the Border Patrol agents. I'm not blaming the Border Patrol agents. The victim are the Border Patrol agents. The suspect.
That's right. The victims are the one that executed the man in the street. They're the ones who are the real victims, right? Everything's backwards. Up is down, left is right. Who you gonna believe? Me or your own eyes?
Just fucking pussy ass goddamn bitch. Fuck this guy. Here he is saying if you call them Nazis for all the Nazi shit they're doing,
there's gonna be ramifications. You better not call us names. You might have to murder some of you.
When politicians, community leaders, and some journalists engage in that heated rhetoric we keep talking about, when they make the choice to vilify law enforcement, calling law enforcement names like Gestapo.
That's a nice name.
Or using the term kidnapping. That is
war criminals, war pig, terrorists. I wish I could say some other names for you, but I'm not allowed.
A choice that is made. There are actions and consequences that come from those choices.
That's right. If you call us names, there are consequences. We might have to execute you in the middle of the street, everybody.
And this is video that was filmed before they murdered 2 people. And you want to know why they feel emboldened to do this kind of shit? Because they invaded Minnesota.
It's our street. This is our city.
Arrest as many people that touch you as you want to. Those are the general orders all the way to the top. Everybody fucking gets it if they touch you. You hear what I'm saying?
Everybody fucking gets it, even if they don't touch you, right? Even if you touch them and they defend themselves from being beat in the face with bear mace, do whatever you got to do.
We're going to look at shipping tractor trailer loads of that shit in here. So you catch what it's all about us now. It ain't about them. Professional, legal, ethical, moral. You know,
it's all about us. It's not about them. Yeah, it's not about the American citizens. We rule these motherfuckers. They're our subjects. They're our servants. They're our slaves. Whatever you want to do, go nuts, baby. Woo!
We're talking about legal, ethical, moral. You're on camera. But other than that, it's what we do. What city is it? Fucking ours is our fucking city.
It's our fucking city.
We invaded this, right? We have nothing to do with it. We didn't build this fucking city. We don't pay taxes here. We haven't lifted a fucking finger to make it better, but it's
our city. Mike makes right, baby. We're Nazis. We rule everybody.
Just fuck every Trump supporter. If there is a Trump supporter in your life that is still supporting Donald Trump, shun that motherfucker. If it's your parents, don't let your kids see them. No contact. Pretend like they're fucking dead because God willing they goddamn should be of natural causes. Fuck them. The sooner every goddamn Trump supporter dies of natural causes, the better the fucking world be. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't give a fuck if it was my mama. It don't fucking matter. The sooner life ceases to flow through their veins, good. But good news, Bovino was demoted and will retire. I guess Donald Trump
saw this little pussy-ass bitch and knows how bad the optics are of this little sawed-off leprechaun Nazi talking like this and being all tough when everybody knows he's a fucking small-dick pussy.
So Donald Trump was like, get him out of there! So immediately he throws this motherfucker under the bus. Like everybody who worshipped Donald Trump eventually finds out no loyalty to anybody. Meanwhile, clearly gay, funded by Russia, Benny Johnson, getting paid to divide us, getting paid to gaslight us and lie to us. This is how you make the big bucks. This is what Elon Musk supports, folks.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. You need to pray for Border Patrol, federal law enforcement, and ICE right now.
Yeah, pray for the murderers. Pray for the terrorists gunning American citizens down in the streets. That's what you need to do, everybody. Hey, we're good Christians, are we? Nothing says Christianity like praying for the secret police to gun people down in the streets.
Minneapolis is about to pop off. Another deadly shooting. This time, a left-wing protester attempted to pull this Sig Sauer handgun on federal officers and commit a mass murder.
So, yeah, isn't that what happened? I mean, it's all on video. It was all released before he even shot this video. So everybody watching him knows that what he's saying right now is not true, but it does not matter in America anymore. They don't give a fuck. They literally will lie right to your fucking face, and their fans will still be like, I know you're lying, but I don't give a shit. It's team sports, and hey, if our side wants to murder the other side, we're all for it. What are you got to do? Alex Jones spent his whole career talking about the police state. They're going to come, folks, eventually. They're going to be murdering American citizens in the streets. The secret police, the Nazis, they're coming. The Illuminati, the government, the deep state. They're going to send them after us all, folks. Nobody is saved. We have to stand up and fight back before it's too late. Now, Alex Jones is like, ooh-wee, the secret police did nothing wrong, everybody. He deserved to get murdered. Breaking exclusive. See, video analysis proved that the latest ICE shooting of the armed agitator Alex Peretti was 100% justified. Alex Peretti is seen reaching for his holster and slowed down footage, everybody, even though he was murdered after they took his gun from him and they were walking away. Yay! Yay for the secret police! Yay for the deep state! Says Alex Jones. Just holy shit, what a timeline to live in. Everything is so strange and backwards right now. Meanwhile, like I said, they'll demonize you all day long. So this is what Elon Musk is paying them to do. They all get on the same page. They all go to the front page of Twitter. And they're like, hey, what is being boosted by the algorithm today? What will get us boosted to the front page, which makes us more money, gets us clicks? Oh, well, we got to demonize and justify the murder of Captain America, Alex Peretti. So Zeke Akram, I guess, a former police officer. As a law enforcement officer, I've got a secret to tell you about us. This will be shocking info, so make sure you read this carefully. We hate it when people point guns at us, like a lot. We also love going home. All our stuff is there. Therefore, if you point a gun at us and cause us to potentially miss going home, it's going to piss us off and cause us to point our guns at you. Then it all just gets messy. Hope this helps. That's right. Hey, we had to kill him because he pointed his gun at ICE officers, didn't we? Isn't that what happened, folks? Did we all? No. They don't give a shit. 55,000 likes. This is what they get paid. There's so many of these. Over on Fox News.
But I also believe that, yes, there are people that are frustrated. They are, citizens probably of Minneapolis in the area. But like many others that you've spoken to today, I believe that there's many professional agitators. These people look for opportunities. This is an opportunity. This is a moment. They're coming in. It's not a coincidence that these individuals have these masks ready to go. I mean, law enforcement, they'll look into that fully. But again, you have the right to peacefully protest. You do not have the right to put a gun to a federal agent or any law enforcement officer. And if you do, there will be a consequence.
That's right. There will be consequences. Even if you don't want a gun, even if you just have a gun legally. Like we have sworn for the beginning of America, you have the right to do. We've claimed we will die for your right to carry a gun, but not anymore. You're not allowed to have one if you're a leftist, folks. That gives us the right to kill you. We would just claim you pointed it at somebody. Even if there's video evidence showing we're lying, it doesn't matter. Nobody cares. Salty Goat. 346,000 followers. Meet 37-year-old Alex Peretti. Who is he? He's the stupid motherfucker that pulled a gun on ICE today and got his ass ventilated for his trouble. No sympathy for this dumbass at all. 38,000 likes. So, folks, you might be wondering why they lie so much, why Christians lie so much, even though it specifically says in the Bible, one of the 10 Commandments, thou shalt not bear a false witness. It's because they believe that there are two sides, and they're on the side of God. And so if lying helps them win, helps their side achieve victory, that's what God wants them to do. God wants them to lie. They have God's permission to lie. Fuck what the 10 Commandments say. That doesn't count. It's a war going on. And they're on the side of fucking heaven, and anything they have to do to win, they'll fucking do. And they will lie every breath they fucking take. And they will believe God has ordained them to do it. That's what we're dealing with, folks. People who have no moral framework, no compunction. about truth, about honesty, about justice? Nothing. It's just whatever the fuck they have to do. Congressperson Randy Fine says an armed seditionist attacked federal law enforcement today as they were rounding up foreign invaders in Minneapolis. The insurrectionist was put down. Well done! I stand with ICE as they fight these foreign invaders and they're treating us allies. That's right. Hey, if you try to help a woman that's being attacked by the secret police, you're a traitor who deserves to be murdered in the fucking street, say our own Congress people. This is our own government calling for the death of citizens for breaking no laws whatsoever. No trial, no jury, straight to execution. The Hodge twins, these meathead Christian sacks of shit. Dude pulled a pistol on ICE and got shot. Justified! Once again, they posted this after all the multiple camera angles were out, showing this is a lie. But they feel morally obligated to lie to you folks. They do not care. Whatever it fucking takes. No morals whatsoever, folks. Here's the source. Leave the immigrant child rapist alone. Hey, isn't that what it is, folks? Didn't this guy get murdered because he was trying to protect child rapists? No, that's you guys. That's you Epstein apologists. That's Donald Trump. This guy was literally just trying to help a woman being attacked by the Nazis. And of course, wasn't he fat? Didn't he pull his gun? No, he was in shape. He was athletic. He was tall, he was handsome, didn't pull his gun, but it doesn't matter, folks. 33,000 likes. Because they feel morally obligated to lie to you. He died doing what he loved the most, trying to prevent rapists and pedophiles from being arrested. Has nothing to do with any of this, folks. We just don't like the secret police abusing American citizens, murdering American citizens, rounding up people. I don't give a shit where you're born. I don't give a shit if you're born on that side of the fucking fence. I believe in treating people with love, dignity, and respect, like the teachings of Jesus that I was brought up with. Now, I don't believe in Jesus. I'm not a Christian because you guys are so unlike Christ. Because of how fake you are, you push me away from the church, but I still believe in the basic tenets. I still believe in love thy neighbor. I still believe in treating your guests with respect and dignity, with turning the other fucking cheek. Well, not that part, to be honest with you. I hope you all fucking die, to be honest with you. But anyway, some of it, I believe in some of it. But not you guys. Now it all starting to make sense. Look, he was trans. I knew they were going to make him trans, folks. He deserved it. All trans people deserve to get gunned down in the streets. Look, folks, look how he deserved it. Of course, that's not him. The person shown wearing silver skirt and bra with rainbow-colored hair while holding a beer is Kyle Wagner, a self-described Antifa supporter in Minneapolis. The photo is unrelated to Preddy, but it doesn't matter. 28,000 likes, even though they know it's not true. Everybody here knows it's not true. They do not care, folks. Modern-day Christianity, as morally bankrupt as it gets. Here's what the Illinois College Republicans posted. Only traitors help invaders. Yay! They're literally posting the government executing American citizens in the street. And they're bragging about it. And then they say, don't call us Nazis. Hey, there's consequences if you call us Nazis. Hey, you're already killing us anyway, right? What else you gonna do, Nazis? Then they started spreading this lie because they got to do anything they can to demonize this guy and justify the murder of an American citizen. So now we've learned that Alex Preddy was not a nurse and not a peaceful bystander. He quit his job months ago to join an Antifa cell and was involved in a violent confrontation with ICE a week or so prior. That's right, folks. He wasn't even a nurse. They lied about that. 78,000 likes, 79,000 likes, but that's a lie. They just made it up, folks. He was still a nurse. He was still practicing. He was not part of any Antifa cell, but whatever they can do to justify this guy's murder, they have to, right? The only alternative is admitting that they're backing Nazi Gestapo who are executing people in the streets. And they can't do that, right? Because then they have to admit they're wrong, that Donald Trump is actually bad, that he's actually destroying America. So they would rather just destroy America than admit the truth. The caring nurse narrative was cratered. Reality, unemployed communist terrorist whose wife divorced him. What the fuck? An employer fired him because he was dangerously insane. None of this is true. The claims originated from a fake article on Buzz Report, which cited a Dr. Elena Vasquez from the Lakeshore Medical Center. However, Alex Prida never worked for Lakeshore Medical Center, and there is no record of an Elena Vasquez there either. Doesn't matter. 37,000 likes, folks. They will literally murder you and demonize you to justify the fact they murdered you, to try to convince their followers that you deserve to be murdered in the street by our government. Triple the ICE agents in Minneapolis, says William Wolf. Send in the National Guard. Invoke the Insurrection Act. Arrest Tim Waltz. Arrest Jacob Frey. Yo, they go in and they murder American citizens for doing nothing wrong. And then they want to create even more chaos. They want to create the chaos to start with and then use that as justification for an insurrection act where they can do even more chaos, arrest all our politicians, just end America completely as we know it, folks. These are the people that call themselves patriots, wiping their ass with the Constitution. Here's a booger-eating, gay as shit Nick Fuentes. Cost the killing of Alex Preddy 100% justified. Hey, I'm going to remember that. Hey, I hope nobody hurts you. I hope that there's no violence that comes your way, booger Nick Fuentes. But it's very easy to predict what is going to happen. And when it happens, oh my God, am I going to fucking laugh. It's going to be fucking hilarious. I can't wait to see never mind. I don't care if he's a veteran. I don't care if he's a nurse. I don't care if he's a U.S. citizen. We have fucking laws in this country. Yeah, hey, you're not allowed to protect people the secret police are beating. You deserve to be executed for that, says Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes believes that American citizens should be able to be murdered down in the fucking streets, y'all. I'm just saying. I hope no crazy person sees this, Nick. I hope you don't incite the wrong fucking person. I really do, buddy. I'm looking out for you. Insurrection Act now! Yeah, tread on me, daddy. They want it so bad, folks. All they want is chaos. You know, Nick Fuentes doesn't give a shit about any of this. He's just an edgelord who gets paid to divide our country, to rile people up. And he gets paid handsomely for it. He just got like a multi-million-dollar deal to sell gold and shit because this is what our society rewards. This is basically all it rewards. And bald-ass Tim Pool.
Trump must invoke the Insurrection Act now! End the chaos! End the deaths!
Yeah, hey, the people causing the chaos need to invoke the Insurrection Act because won't that cure the chaos? Won't sending more military into Minneapolis to stir shit up? Won't that solve the chaos? Of course not. They want more chaos. And I don't know, Tim. I don't know if you're going to enjoy the civil war you're trying so hard to stir up. You know, I think you might going to be having buyer's remorse there, buddy. I'm just saying. But folks, a lot of people have been telling Tim Pool not only that he's a squeaky ball bitch, but also that he's a bootlicker. You licking those boots, Timmy? Sucking that government dick from the Don't Tread on Me crowd, just begging to be treaded on by daddy. But
Don't you get it twisted, y'all. Tim Pool is not the one licking the boots, okay? Tim Pool is the boot.
First of all, when these people come out and go, Tim's a bootlicker for defending us, I'm like, no, you misunderstand. It's my boots. It's mine. I voted for them. I'm wearing the boot. I'm stomping on the ground. I ain't licking anybody.
Yeah, folks. I'm evil. I'm the Nazi. I'm the one murdering American citizens. I'm not licking the boot. I am the boot. I'm so badass. And my little fucking beanie, so fucking ashamed to be embodied. My little capri pants with my squeaky fucking voice, 98 pounds. I'm a badass, everybody. We gotta kill you all. Hey,
if you want to identify yourself as a Nazi stepping on the throat of Americans, Tim, who am I to stop you? Now, I can predict what's going to happen from you doing this. But hey, some people are so stupid, they have no self-preservation whatsoever, right? So when somebody gorks you, oh well, Timmy, you certainly earned that shit, didn't you?
I'm clapping for these people that I said, please go out and enforce the law. And anybody else who's cheering for it, who voted for it too, we're all wearing the boots. You're the one crying. You're the one saying, you're coming.
Yeah, hey, we're murdering in the streets. You're the one crying. We're the good guys here. Yeah.
Yeah, the biggest fucking pussy on earth. Holy God, I've never seen a more pathetic fucking weakling. What a sad, sad little fucking bitch. I mean, just a little Vienna sausage dick. Just holy God. And I gotta say, folks, over the years, people have been talking about this male loneliness epidemic. Even some on the left are like, hey, we need to reach out to these young men who are going down the alt-right pipeline. They're finding themselves as incels. They're finding themselves not being able to find love. And it's causing a lot of them to commit suicide. I think we really need to be more sympathetic to their plight and reach out to these young men. And I used to think that, but not anymore, folks. Because these young men who are disaffected, these are the kind of people they're supporting. These are the kind of people they're watching. Maybe we need to do the opposite. Maybe some of these people need to kill themselves. I'm just saying. Maybe we need more of these disaffected young men to off them fucking selves. Because if this is what you're supporting, if this is who you are, the world's definitely better if you're not fucking around. I understand why you're miserable. I understand why you want to kill yourself. Hey, you know yourself better than I do. Your instincts are fucking dead on, okay? I'm just saying. If you can't get women because you're a fucking incel that follows Tim Pool and Nick Fuentes, you deserve that shit. No woman should ever even look in your fucking direction. Fuck all y'all. Good Lord. No wonder you motherfuckers are lonely. Good. You should be lonely. You should be even lonelier. You're not lonely fucking enough. That's the problem. And then here he is. As always, the people of fucking nothing. Here he's trying to justify the murder.
People should not be willing to arm up and fight federal agents dispatched by a duly elected government. We won. We want ICE enforcement. You had no rights to get guns and try to stop us. This is democracy. You're a fascist.
Of course, here he is. Not too long ago. It's literally the First and Second Amendment. Armed protest is intentional menace and threat. Should be illegal. The precise opposite of civic life. Protest, expression, opinions. Advocates demands. Armed protest is a threat to violence. But of course, Tim, it's literally the First and Second Amendment. He's all for it, folks. Until it's being used by a leftist, somebody he doesn't agree with, then it's completely 180 degrees the opposite. Because they ain't about fucking shit. He will literally say anything to make a dime. He will sell out his fucking mom if it puts $1 in his fucking bank account. He don't give a shit about you. He don't give a shit about America. He don't give a shit about any of us. He don't even really give a shit about himself, because if he really did, he wouldn't be behaving this way, because what he's doing is incredibly dangerous. But he's too fucking stupid to self-correct because he's so fucking greedy. Anything for that dollar bill, y'all. Meanwhile, Trump starts sharing posts that call Peretti a domestic terrorist, because of course he does. Gunther Eagleman, video just dropped of Alex Peretti spitting on and attacking federal agents in Minneapolis. Exactly 1 week before he was shot during a scuffle. This wasn't some peaceful protester. He was a domestic terrorist, says Donald Trump. So then they asked him, hey, do you agree with all these people calling Alex Peretti a domestic terrorist? I mean, you are one of them. You are literally sharing posts that call him a domestic terrorist. Here's what the Orange Goof had to say.
Do you agree with the assessment from some of your own officials that Alex Peretti is a domestic terrorist or an assassin?
Well, I haven't heard that.
You literally shared it. You shared it on social media. Not only have you heard it, you spread it. You lying goddamn sack of diarrhea.
But certainly he shouldn't have been carrying a gun. But
why not? You fucking met with Kyle Rittenhouse. You guys made him a hero. He's fucking headlining Turning Point USA events. What the fuck y'all talking about? Of course I know. It's because nothing matters to these people.
Hey, look, bottom line, everybody in this room, we view that as a very unfortunate incident, okay? Right. Everyone.
Then why are you spreading that he's a domestic terrorist? Why is all the people in your government calling him a terrorist, calling him an assassin, lying about what happened?
You're a stupid person. Very, very unfortunate incident. I don't like that he had a gun. I don't like that he had 2 fully loaded magazines. That's a lot of bad stuff. And despite that, I say that's a very unfortunate.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Even though you're doing everything you can to justify it, as is all of MAGA. Here he is, shitting on the guns again.
Nick
So anyway, you can't have guns. You can't walk in with guns, say conservatives. Here's the new conservative playbook. Guns are bad, y'all. You don't have any Second Amendment rights, even when you're protesting. Here's the FBI director, Fash Patel.
Just going to go to our laboratory. But as Secretary Noem said, no one who wants to be peaceful shows up at a protest with a firearm that is loaded with 2 full magazines. That is not a peaceful protest.
That's right, folks. Even if it's legal, even if you're doing everything by the fucking book, you're not allowed to do that or we might execute you. Say the fucking Republicans. Hey, but it's the Democrats going to take your guns away from you. Just believe anything, you fucking morons. Just to add, Representative Jeff Van Drew.
And by the way, don't let the left kid you with this, that this is just a normal protest where people are peacefully protesting. No, it's not. Peaceful protesters don't have 9mm weapons with 2 extra magazines. Peaceful protesters, I don't know about you, but I'm sure the same as me. I don't go in my closet and I don't have professional grade gas masks ready to go in case tear gas is thrown. A normal neighborhood.
I mean, if you're prepared for the secret police gassing American citizens, that might be a good idea. But there you have it, folks. Republicans, don't bring any guns to protest. You don't have the rights anymore. And weird, the NRA accidentally forgets to rise up against tyrannical government. Man, every one of the patriots around here, I got to say it again, you guys are such disappointing pussies. I mean, I know you were. I know you're always fake. But holy God, if you ever needed any more proof of it, I know you're still going to lie to yourself and claim that, oh, I'll rise up against the government if I need to. No, you won't. You absolutely won't. Just the most pathetic bottom bitches, cucks. And yeah, you remember Kyle Rittenhouse showed up to a violent protest like this. Not only that his gun wasn't concealed, literally had a, get away from there. Hey, had a, fucking, get away. Stop that. Had a AR-15. I guess that's what that is. I'm not a gun expert, y'all. Had a fucking AR-15 that wasn't concealed or fucking nothing. No problem with that, though. He's a fucking hero. And even he is like, what? He's like, carry everywhere. It's your right. Shall not be infringed. Yeah, you have lost Kyle Rittenhouse, but he'll be back on your jock tomorrow, folks. They ain't about shit. But it's so easy to understand what's happening here, folks. I don't understand why people are confused. Let's let this real government spokesperson explain the current situation to us all.
I'm not sure why you're all overcomplicating it. It's really quite simple. You can come to a protest, but not if you're bringing a gun, unless it's for protection, but not protection from people with guns. You can attack people holding skateboards for reacting to you holding a gun, but not the people holding guns reacting to you holding your phone. Because being underage shooting a gun you didn't legally purchase equals concerned citizen. But being an adult with a permit for a gun you've responsibly concealed equals domestic terrorist. Even if we only see it after we've already shoved you to the ground, which retroactively changes the reason we shoved you to the ground. Clearly, the teenager who shot people deserves a podcast, and the ICU nurse trying to help people avoid pepper spray is an agitator, because we have a zero-tolerance policy for disobeying uniformed officers that goes all the way back to January 7th, 2021. And remember, they're only in Minneapolis to secure the border because of Somalia. Glad we cleared that up. Because so many of you in the media have been focused on the wrong things. Now, I am happy to take any questions you have about the president's ballroom.
Nothing matters anymore. Holy shit. Oh, man, it's only been a year. Please collapse faster. Meanwhile, here's how ICE agents are responding to the controversy, y'all. This is what they think about American citizens. They just murder 2 people, execute you in the middle of the fucking street. Yeah. There you go. Kiss our big, dimply fucking ass. What are you going to do? We're getting paid hundreds of millions of dollars to do this. We have complete fucking immunity. You are our victims. You are sheep. We are wolves. We own this city, baby. We own you. We'll kill all you motherfuckers. And of course, MAGA has the usual take. ICE executed 2 unarmed citizens? Then the president lied about it, and now the whole world is mad? Could I be wrong? Is Trump bad? No, the whole world has Trump derangement syndrome. You can't report on what the president is doing. You can't report on the facts, or you have derangement. It is us who is logical and reasonable with our one fucking tooth in our head. Same people. Boston Massacre.
Actually, those rioters and domestic terrorists, the British soldiers feared for their lives, and this was a totally justifiable use of a force. These were righteous British patriots who were heinously attacked and almost killed by a snowball. These people died because they didn't want to pay a small tax to cover a war they started. Tread on me, Daddy. Put your dick in my asshole. I love it, Daddy. Pound my colon, Daddy.
Just the most worthless sacks of fucking shit. Speaking of which, here's a Jack piece of shit big. This shows you how words don't mean anything anymore. So he's telling his, he has how many subscribers? 3.3 million people. Boy, they sure stopped talking about Alex Preddy after all those videos dropped. Literally, there was a protest so fucking big. Hundreds of thousands of people in the streets the same day he wrote this, folks. But words don't have any fucking meaning anymore. Still get 50,000 likes, just gaslight you right to your fucking face. Because I guess a lot of people get their news from Twitter, and this is what's on their front page. They don't even probably know the protests are going on, but yes, there are protests all over the place. People braving negative 10 degrees, miles and miles of fucking people to protest this shit. And if things can't get any more absurd than they already are, folks, here is a very popular American news channel, Newsmax, and here is their take on the Alex Preddy situation.
I want to show you something. Does that look like a gun? I think it does a little bit. It's a phone. It's black, like most phones. That's crazy stuff.
Crazy stuff! Hey, maybe they deserve to shoot him because he had his phone in his hand. Hey, maybe having your phone in your hand is a right for you to be executed. I'm asking questions. I'm just asking fucking questions, y'all. Don't everybody hold their phones like this and aim it at cops? I mean, he didn't do that. He didn't do that at all. We saw the video clip, but what if? What if he did this? Just saying, think about it. Justifiable murder, y'all. The police did nothing wrong. Yikes, America. Fucking yikes. Yeah, it's weird. It's through the looking glass now, folks. There's no return. There's no fixing this. I don't care who we elect next. There's no fucking fixing this. Representative Mari Gluskow Perez statement. So lest you think any of the politicians are actually going to do anything and help you, she just voted to give ICE $10 billion more dollars, some type of all the billions they already got. She voted yes to give ICE $10 billion. Then after giving them $10 billion, she's like, it is unacceptable to have another needless death in Minnesota. You paid for it. You literally funded it. You can't fund Nazis and then bitch when they do Nazi shit, okay? But of course they will. Because our politicians have abandoned us. I guess it happened long ago. And meanwhile, family of Alex Preddy retains lawyers who helped prosecute the George Floyd case. They're about to get paid. But the government doesn't give a shit. They have unlimited money, right? They murder us in the streets. They abuse us. And they make us pay for it. Because tax dollars are going to pay for this. Not the ICE agents. Not Donald Trump. Me and you. So another huge payday from the biggest suckers and losers on the planet, the American taxpayers. Meanwhile, ICE ain't slowing down a single bit, spreading terrorism all across the United States of America, as if that's their job. Here's DHS agents in Minnesota swerving in front of an unarmed woman who was basically just filming them, but you're not allowed to film the secret police because you deserve to be threatened and potentially executed.
I think someone needs to call 911. They are seriously, attacking me. We'll call 911 right now. Yep. What's your location?
Look at this shit.
Call 911. I'm right at the corner of Jefferson.
scary as fuck. Literally, the secret police swerving in front of you, slamming on their brakes, all jumping out of the car, pointing guns at a woman for filming them. They know she's of no threat. They know she's not going to hurt them. They know she's not going to injure them in any way whatsoever. They don't give a shit. They're trying to make a point. We will kill you if you resist in any way, even filming us.
No, I will not. I will not get out of the car. No.
And of course, they jerk her out of the car.
We're calling 911.
Because they don't care. It's not America anymore, folks. Here, screaming and sobbing can be heard from outside of the ICE Children's Detention Center. Children's Detention Center.
I'm outside. I'm outside. It doesn't say out here. And I've just been ordered to leave the premises. I've just been ordered to leave.
You can literally hear the children screaming, y'all. You don't even need to watch horror movies anymore, folks. You can just turn on the news. You can just watch this show. This is scarier than any fucking Hollywood horror movie they're making these days. Nothing even comes close to this. 1 year. 1 year of MAGA is all it took, folks. And they're not even being subtle about it. Here's a guy who barely speaks English, telling a United States citizen that if they raise their voice at him, he will erase their voice. A direct terroristic threat after they've murdered 2 citizens.
I will tell you this, brother.
What?
You know, I will tell you this. You raise your voice, I raise your voice.
If I raise my voice, you'll erase my...
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
Are you serious? You said if I raise my voice, you'll erase my voice?
Yes.
Yeah, Holmes. I'm just a normal American everyday citizen, Holmes. And if you raise your voice, I'm going to erase your voice, Holmes.
It's so good to be a white American. Just holy shit. Do we even know if all these ICE Nazis are actually American citizens? This guy doesn't sound, I mean, I'm not saying that if you have an accent, you're an American citizen, but it's a lot easier for, like, people from other countries to come over your country and abuse you and to terrorize you than it is for people to abuse their own citizens. So do we know if he's got a bunch of mercenaries that he's hired from other countries coming over here threatening us? I don't know. Somebody needs to check these motherfuckers' IDs and their citizenship status is all I know. But amazing how many of these ICE Nazis are like Mexican or Latino. I think both the guys that killed Alex Preddy were Latino. I guess selling out their own people. Anything for a fucking buck. Here's an ICE agent telling a lady that she is a domestic terrorist for filming them. And now she's inside of a database.
It's not illegal to record.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah. Why are you taking my information down?
Because we have a nice little database.
Oh, good.
And now you're considered a domestic terrorist.
Yeah, America. Hey, you recorded the Nazis. We got a database we're putting you in. You're a domestic terrorist now for filming the police. Woo! America, baby. Tread on me, daddy. Ooh, I love it. Tread on my face. Tread on my ball sack, daddy. Ooh, stomp on my ball so hard, daddy. Ain't never been more pathetic cucks than conservatives. MAGA, the biggest pussy-ass fucking bitches I've ever goddamn seen. Remember when they used to pretend like they were against this? Americans being put in databases called a domestic terrorist. Remember when they used to have masturbatory fantasies about how they would stand up against this? Alex Jones, they're gonna put us in goddamn databases. They're gonna call us the American terrorists. Just fuck these people. Just worthless scum. Meanwhile, disabled man 30 dies alone after his solo caregiver dad detained by ICE. That's what's happening. A lot of these moms and dads are being ripped away from their children who are left alone to fend for themselves. A lot of these people have children that they're caring for that will die without them. I guess they call that collateral damage, but this is Christianity for you folks. They don't give a fuck about you. Not a fuck. I told this story before, like when I met my buddy. at the gas station, and we were talking about Donald Trump just got elected. And I said, I'm worried he's going to be rounding up the brown people. He's going to be rounding up all the immigrants. And he was like, I don't care about them. Yeah, I know you don't. That's why you're a Christian, buddy. That's exactly why you're a Christian and I'm not, because you don't give a fuck. ICE agent abducts a mother as she went outside to warm up her car. She is frantically seen calling for help so her kids aren't abandoned here, folks.
We got her name?
They got to rip her away from her kids.
What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
Sí, Telma, ayúdame, por favor. Mis niños, por favor.
Did she say her name yet?
Christianity. It's not like they put the words in red to make them easy to read or anything. Hey, they were born on the other side of the fence, so fuck it, right? Hey, they were born over there. I don't care about them. They're not even human if they're born over there instead of over here, right? Right? Just no heart whatsoever. No sympathy, no empathy, no compassion. They're just void demons hiding behind the shield of Jesus. Great example. Here's Mila Joy. Man cries as his wife is rounded up by ICE. Let's be honest. If he loved her, he would have made sure she was legal. How are you going to make sure she's legal? They probably did everything they could to go through the fucking system and get her papers. But you guys are jacking them and kidnapping them as they go to fucking court, as they do everything they're supposed to do. If they follow every fucking rule, you're still rounding them up and kicking them out of the country. Just the cruelty is the point here, folks. 37,000 likes. I guarantee you 36.9 thousand of these people that like this are Christians or claim they're Christians. This is modern day Christianity. They hate you. They always have, but now they're not even pretending anymore, folks. I call it the asshole loophole. That's what the ideology of Christianity is anyway. It's that I can be the biggest dick today I want to be, because all I do is apologize to Jesus. And I'm going to live a long time, so I can keep being a dick over and over again. And then in the future, someday, I'll just apologize for my behavior, and it's like it never fucking happened. Loophole. Loophole. And that's the way they believe. That's the way they behave. Now, a video is going viral showing an ICE agent ripping a phone away. So remember I showed you the video earlier. Bovino telling them, if anybody touches you, you can arrest them. It's our city. So here's what they're doing. They're ripping their phones away from you. They're stealing your property. And then if you try to get your property back, they arrest you. Even if you're an old, defenseless woman.
Show your face. You won't even know who you are. Oh, dude. You can't take my phone. You cannot. Oh, that's illegal, sir. That's kidnapping. Hey!
I steal your phone. And if you try to get your phone back from me, me and four of my buddies going to toss you to the ground face first and arrest you. But if you call us Nazis, we might have to kill you. There are consequences.
Call 911. Someone call
Not allowed to report this shit, folks.
Call 911.
They're the best among us. Aren't they heroes? Wasn't that lady such a threat to them? Didn't they have to keep us all safe by stealing her phone and then arresting her for trying to get it back? And of course, I should go down here, but we do need tribunals for these folks. ICE arrests 58-year-old man working at McDonald's outside of Minneapolis. His teen son takes his dad's life-saving heart medication to the detention center. Here's how he was treated.
Detained by ICE at his job at a McDonald's. He was taken into custody and he was brought here in the building behind me.
Don't you feel safer?
In the
Hardened criminals at McDonald's, folks.
Detainment, his son, a young man, a security officer named Anthony, bravely marched into this building to give his father medication. His father suffers from heart failure, and the consequences of his father not getting those medications could be fatal. I talked to this young man, Anthony. We agreed not to show his face to protect his family. I want you to hear what he had to say when he marched into this building behind me to give his father his medications.
I gave an ICE agent my dad's medicine, but I'm not sure if he got it because the ICE agent just smirked at me. Like, trying to laugh at my face for bringing in the medicine. So I'm not sure if he got it.
Laugh in your face. It's a joke. These brown people are not even humans. You think we're going to give them medicine to save their life? We don't do that, baby. We torture. We kill. We don't save. And then we're at the part of this Nazi arc of our country where they're rounding up journalists now. So Don Lemon covered the protest at this church where the preacher worked for ICE. And so some of the congregation and some outside protesters decide to protest inside the church, right? And Don Lemon covered it. Well, you can't have that anymore, folks. They're trying to send a clear message to all us journalists. We will put you in fucking jail if you cover the shit we don't want you to cover. Federal agents arrest Don Lemon over church protest. Pam Bondi says, at my direction early this morning, federal agents arrested Don Lemon, Tarheen Jean Cruz, Georgia Ford, and Jamel Lydell Lundy in connection with the coordinated attack on City's church. It was an attack, y'all. They're domestic terrorists. Even though they just went in and they just protested, they chanted. Wasn't an attack at all. They didn't do any violence. They didn't attack anybody. But hey, it doesn't matter anymore, folks. Protesting is now violence. We are all domestic terrorists. Then they celebrated by posting on their official account of Don Lemon and these chains. When life gives you lemon, chains! Yay! For arresting goddamn journalists in this country, folks. I guess I didn't get the memo. I'm going to do this. You guys send me to fucking a concentration camp or some shit. Matt Walsh, here's the people that really love the Constitution. Matt Walsh, I'm very happy that Don Lemon was arrested, but there is one extremely important caveat that now needs to be done. He has to be convicted and sent to prison for an extended length of time. Yay! For arresting reporters and sending them to prison. Now, folks, we already have laws for this. They're trying to give, as they always do, churches special treatment. Like they are more sacred than any other fucking business. But churches are just a business, and like any business, we have laws for trespassing. If somebody trespasses on your private property, you say, hey, leave, or I'm going to call the police and have you trespassed. And if they don't leave, you call the cops, and the cops arrest them, and they trespass them. That's 100% fine. That's 100% justified. But giving special treatment to churches is fucking bullshit. In fact, we have a constitution that's sort of against that. If they want to give them a $500 fine for trespassing, if they refuse to leave, fine. I think everybody that went in there to protest knows that that's a possibility, and they're fine with that outcome. But you can't make special rules for churches, but they are, and they will. Then, of course, the most dishonest government we've ever had, and that's really saying something. Here's one of the women from that protest that they arrested, and they digitally altered her footage to make her cry, to own the libs. This is the official White House account, faking a picture of this woman crying. Here's the original picture. Here's the picture they uploaded. Because, ha ha ha, the black lady's crying. Fuck around and find out, darkest. That's exactly what they're doing here, folks. Isn't it great? Look at this black woman make cry. Yeah. 1 million likes because they know who they're pandering to. They're doing it on purpose. And yeah, can you please provide a comment on why this image was manipulated using AI to make it appear the woman was crying? We all know. We know it's because of racism. It's because they're owning the libs by lying to us. It's because this is a 1984 dystopia where they want you to believe you over your own eyes. And I know, I guarantee you 99% of the people that saw that post on the White House official account believes it. They have no idea it's digitally altered. This is how the propaganda war is being won by the right. And they are winning it, folks. I'm sorry. They do seem like they're winning it to me. Another one of the heroes that was there. Activist DeWoke Farmer, a.k.a. William Kelly. They arrested him, too. I've highlighted him on the show before. He's good. Got to round them all up. Here they are arresting him, folks. He agreed to peacefully turning himself in. But they didn't want that. They wanted their photo ops. They wanted to make a badass video to put some shitty country music on their DHSX website. So they went and arrested him before he had a chance to turn himself in.
Mr. Kelly, you okay?
Fucking Christ. that like half you guys are that line.
Remember to combat that, guys.
Remember your oath. Remember what you're fighting right now. You are defending the Constitution. Remember your oath. Shame on you.
They don't care about the Constitution. They don't care about their
Where
oath.
are you guys
They do not work for us. They are not even Americans anymore. They are a terrorist army that has invaded our states. Are we supposed to have states' rights? The federal government is not supposed to be able to invade your states. Send these secret Nazis in to arrest people. But a lot of people are standing up. And if you're a celebrity and you're not using your platform to speak out against this, what use are you? I don't care who the fuck you are. I don't care if it's even Walton Goggins. Walton Goggins ain't speaking out against this shit. Fuck Walton Goggins. Fuck them all. We're at an inflection point in history where every decent person should be rising up and speaking out against this. And if you have a platform, it's more important than ever that you use it. And a lot of them are doing it like Natalie Portman.
What's going on in our country right now is absolutely horrific with what the federal government, Trump's government, Kristi Noem, ICE, what they're doing is really the worst of humanity. And then we also have the best of humanity for the way people are showing up for each other in community and Americans coming out to support each other and protect each other and fight against injustice. So
thank you, Natalie. Pedro Pasco! Woo! I knew Pedro Pasco was going to be my boy. Pedro says ICE has killed 9 people so far in 2026. Alex Preddy, Renee Good, Keith Porter, Herbert Sanchez Dominguez, Victor Emmanuel Diaz, Parody La, Luis Beltran Yanez Cruz, Luis Gustavo Nunez Canceres, Geraldo Lunas Campos. They all deserve remembrance. They all deserve justice. And thank you, Pascal. Let me some Pascal. Billie Eilish, Beautiful Eyes, says, hey, my fellow celebrities, you gonna speak up? Or, yeah, no, right, call them out. They all need to be put on fucking blast. If you're not speaking out at this point, then you shouldn't even have your platform. This is why I pirate. I mean, this is not why I pirate, but it's makes me feel better about pirating. She also spoke out at the Grammys, too. Meanwhile, these 2 ICE Nazis in Arkansas thought they were safe going out for a bear in Portland, Maine. Like no one would notice. Here's the reception they got.
They are from Arkansas, and they are here to wreak terror and cause havoc to the people and the civilians living here. These are ICE agents, and they do not deserve one moment of fucking peace. Fuck you guys. Go the back fuck where you came from and get the fuck out of our city. You guys are not welcome here. You guys are pieces of shit that cause terror, and you're fucking terrorists. You're not American. Get the fuck out of our city.
A wise man once said, shit in their food. Actually, it was a potato. Now that I think about it, that was a potato that said that. But still very wise words. Rest in peace. Meanwhile, the good people of Minneapolis run off these terror squad having breakfast yesterday at a Mexican spot. They love Mexican food for some reason.
Get the fuck out!
The fuck out. Everybody hates you. You're never gonna live this down. Never. Yeah, fuck you. What you gonna do about it, bitch? They ain't doing shit. Look how cowardly they are. And why are they all Mexican or Latino? It's nuts. It's almost like they're importing an invading army, y'all. Once again, I don't know if that's true or not, but how will we ever know? If they can mask themselves, they don't have to identify themselves, maybe that's a big reason they are. Maybe a lot of people are not even Americans. It would certainly explain a lot. I'm just asking questions. So a warm welcome as always for the Nazis. And hey, Nazis, this is like the nice way to encounter you, okay? This is what we do before shit gets escalated. So enjoy this peaceful protest while it lasts. Meanwhile, spotted in Tacoma, Washington, private property. Absolutely no bitch-ass ICE allowed. If you're an agent, please crawl back into the asshole you fell out of, you human piece of filth. ICE agents may not enter private areas without a judicial warrant. We do not consent to any searches without legal authority. This should be on every fucking business. Let them bake their own fucking cakes. Social pariahs, every goddamn one of them. Meanwhile, Minnesota elementary schools are sending out urgent messages as ICE sends flyers offering food support to families. They're desperate. These ICE Nazis are getting paid thousands and thousands of dollars per every brown person they round up. So whatever trick they can think of to use. So they're like, hey, why don't we pretend like they were going to give them food or something? And then if some illegal comes, we can round them up. Hello, Sullivan families. We have learned that ICE is sending out flyers offering food support to families. For your safety, do not respond to these offers. If your family is in need of support, please contact the school, and we will connect you with one of the school social workers. Thank you. Yep. I hope nobody falls for this. Meanwhile, did you see this guy? Apparently, a bunch of high school students decided to do a walk out of class to protest ICE. This full-grown 45-year-old man drove by in his truck. I guess he didn't like the fact that these high school students were using their First Amendment right of protest to speak out against the evils of the world. So he decided to jump out of his truck and attack them. Here's the video of it. Here he's attacking a girl, punching her, knocking her to the ground. Other high school students trying to jump on him to pull him off the girl. Yeah, big man, isn't he? The best among us. He's not a domestic terrorist, though, y'all. He's one of the good ones, isn't he? Isn't he, MAGA? He's one of your heroes, isn't he? So then this fucking waste of oxygen goes home and shaves his head, thinking, hey, they won't be able to identify me if I shave my head. But yeah, they identified you. A 45-year-old man has been arrested after a student protest in Buda on Monday escalated into a violent confrontation. Buda police identified 45-year-old Chad Michael Watts of Kyle as the primary aggressor in a fight with a minor during a walkout by hundreds of Hayes CISD students on Monday, protesting immigration and law enforcement operations. So, yeah, cowardly sacks of shit. But that's all a MAGA. Every single one of you is a bottom feeder who deserves karma, who the world will be so much better once you're fucking deleted belly up of natural causes. Luckily, most of them are gravy drinking motherfuckers, so they'll be dead before too long of natural causes. Meanwhile, heroes and geniuses do live among us, like this Hispanic man who went viral for disguising himself as a black man with dreads to avoid ICE. And genius, real man of genius, nailed it. They should all do this. Just saying. That's just crazy enough to work. But anyway, an independent autopsy showed it was the third shot that killed Renee Good. Non-lethal shot through her forearm, yep. The ICE agent out to the side shot her right through the fucking head. He was in no danger. He just executed her, folks. Autopsy has already fucking proven it, but they'll still gaslight you. They'll still tell you that he was in fear of his life and he had to kill her. Because who are you going to believe, them or your own eyes? And Minnesota Department of Corrections releases new evidence showing DHS is publishing false arrest claims at scale. Of course, we already knew this. They want to claim that all these illegal immigrants they're rounding up are hardened criminals and they're doing it to make America safe, but they're actually lying about it because, of course, they are. We can't trust our government anymore. Not that we ever could, but we especially can't now. So they're trumping up a bunch of charges. They're lying about it to justify the Nazi invasion of our cities. No surprising there whatsoever, but they seem to have unlimited money. $858 million for ICE agents' bonuses up to $44,000. And this is why they're sending out flyers, pretending to offer people free food. This is why they're kidnapping children. This is why they're rounding up people at high schools. Money. Anything for a fucking dollar. The definition of a traitor. Somebody willing to sell out their country to make a fucking buck. That's what we're dealing with here, folks. A terrorist organization funded by us and assembled by our own government against us. ICE spends hundreds of millions to buy warehouses. On January 16th, the administration paid $102 million for a site near Hagerstown, Maryland. A week later, the government paid $70 million in cash for a warehouse in Surprise, Arizona. They're literally making us pay for our own concentration camps. If you think this is for brown people only, you were out of your goddamn mind. This is a test run. They don't need all this space, all these human warehouses, simply for the meager amount of people they're actually rounding up, because they're actually not even deporting that many people. Yeah, they're terrorizing our communities. They're abusing a lot of American citizens, but they're actually having very little success overall deporting these people. So there's no way they need hundreds of millions of dollars of human warehouses just for illegals. It's for you and me, folks. It's so obvious what's coming next. And this is how feckless they are, folks. They can't do anything right. Here's what that money is buying us. ICE accidentally deported a man who was a prime suspect in the largest jewel heist in American history. He was up for trial, but volunteered to be deported after being detained by ICE, avoiding criminal charges for a $100 million heist. Yay! Best friend these criminals ever had. Loophole. Deport me. I guess that got smart. What can I say? And then, folks, this is why they bought TikTok. This is why billionaires and oligarchs have bought up all our social media platforms. It's to control the narrative, because it doesn't matter what the truth is. All that matters is who controls the airways, and they know that. So this is why the government forced TikTok to sell. It started out because of Israel, because they didn't want pro-Palestinian sentiment. They didn't want anti-Israel sentiment. So Joe Biden, who is nothing but an Israel ass licker, forced this private company to sell itself or be banned. And then, of course, Donald Trump was all for that, because Donald Trump, who is way smarter than Joe Biden, at least in this case, knew that he could get one of his oligarch buddies to buy it up, and they could just turn it into another MAGA outlet, another state-sponsored media outlet. And so now TikTok users are saying they can't upload anti-ICE videos. But the company, TikTok, is just saying, oopsies, oopsies, it's a technical glitch, just believe us, y'all. It's not happening on purpose. We are accidentally censoring information about ICE. Yeah, if you believe that. Megan Stoller says she's deleting TikTok after it wouldn't allow her to upload anything ICE-related. I guess she's a popular influencer. Hi, today I'll be downloading my videos and deleting my TikTok page. TikTok is under a new ownership, and we are being completely censored and monitored. I'm unable to upload anything about ICE, even after I tried to trick the page by making it look like a comedy video. A lot of people reporting the same thing. Apparently, TikTok uninstalls are up 150% following U.S. joint venture. The only reason they bought TikTok, folks, is so they could control the front page of it. So the algorithm could decide what people see and what people don't see. It's exactly why Elon Musk bought Twitter. The only thing he cared about was dictating what's on the front page, amplifying whatever message he wants. Same thing exactly is happening in Meta, which is Facebook, Instagram. Meta platform blocks links to site listing ICE agents. Hey, they can kill you in the fucking streets, but you're not allowed to identify the terrorists rampaging across our goddamn cities right now, because the billionaires who rule us don't want you to. You're not allowed to know in America anymore, folks. After being available for months, information about ICE agents is suddenly being blocked today on Meta-owned platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and Threads. And yeah, Zuckerberg puts ICE info on ICE, Instagram, Facebook, and Threads, block links about agents as backlash grows over acts pretty killing. But you don't have any rights, folks, anymore. They control you. They rule you. What are you going to do about it? And you guys remember this guy, Andrew Schultz? Oh my God. What a lame, cringe sack of shit this guy is. So this is guy, when Trump was running for president, told us all, I support Trump because he gets pussy. He's so cool. I want a president that gets pussy. Isn't that what's important? I'm a 40-year-old man who votes based upon pussy. Just goddamn it. Just cretins. Literally, mental children. They never matured past 12 years old, and they still have that exact same mindset. And they also know that's what gets rewarded in our society, right? It's almost impossible to make it as a progressive, but if you just spout right-wing talking points, if you support MAGA, that's how you make the big bucks. Well, even he now seems to be having a little bit of buyer's remorse. I will hand it to him. He's dead on here.
But I will say that this was a breaking point for me in the way that the administration responded to it. Like, I didn't think what's happening right now with ICE could happen in America. I genuinely did not think that was possible.
Okay, well, you're a fucking moron. He tried to overthrow the government on January 6th. He stirred up the whole goddamn MAGA base, right? He tried to send a fake slate of electorates. He tried to pressure his vice president into overturning goddamn democracy. They beat fucking police. You knew and you didn't give a shit. You lying motherfucker. You just knew you were going to make money doing it, and you sold out your fucking society, and now you know it makes you look like the fucking piece of shit you are. And you're trying to jump off the sinking shit because you're a fucking dickhead rat. Lie more, bitch.
I thought our institution, I thought the Constitution would hold up.
Liar.
When I see it and then immediately defend it,
I
start to go.
You did. January 6th, you already did this. You already fucking did.
We gotta be very loud about this. Like, it all of a sudden becomes...
No, dickhead. The time to be loud was before the guy got into office. Before America elected him. The time to be loud was to use your giant fucking platform to make sure this never happened to fucking begin with. It's too late now. You already did it. You already elected the Nazis. It's already over. You already put the gun to America's head and pulled the fucking trigger. Shut the fuck up. If you had any decency... I can't finish that sentence.
Comes not like liberal catastrophic thinking. It starts to become very reasonable, nuanced criticism of the administration. They have just made the most far left critiques of the Trump administration. Their reaction to this has just justified all of them. In one moment, all of their responses from
playing stupid, he's acting like he didn't know the whole fucking time. Like I said earlier, you can insult me any way you want, and it doesn't bother me. But when you fucking insult my intelligence, that's what pisses me the fuck off. It's so transparent, you slimy fucking weasel.
From Trump to Kash Patel, they have justified every single and I know people will probably look at this and be like, they've done a million other things to justify them. Sure, and that's fair. But this specific situation, I think, is a breaking point, and it has justified all those criticisms. I think people's antennas are way up, and people's antennas up that were not.
He will be right back to sucking Trump's dick next week. He will have every right-wing dickhead back on there, giving them softball interviews, whitewashing their image, helping them get elected. You're fake as fuck. Nobody believes you. Just trying to save fucking face because you helped cause this. Worthless sack of shit. And you know what other worthless sack of shit loves all this? John Fetterman. John Fetterman is mad at the Democrats for calling out ICE agents and demanding they be unmasked. We can't unmask the secret police. Then people might know who they are.
Like, focus on the secure our border, deport all the criminals, and that we can figure out now. And I also say now, some of the agents wearing masks, I think primarily that's driven by people are going to dox those people. Yeah,
I wonder why. Maybe that's because they're evil Nazis murdering people in the street, and people no liking that, John Fetterman. But no, hey, we got to keep these Nazis who are murdering American citizens safe. It's them who are the victims, isn't it?
That's a serious concern too.
It's not a concern to me.
Absolutely, they can target their families, and they are.
Nobody's targeting these motherfuckers' families. It's think of the children. It's so fucking fake. God damn it, Stroke! Come on! Hey, second time's the charm. Meanwhile, I can't believe we're at the point where I am looking up guns now, folks. Me! I mean, I have 2 handguns, but I started looking up assault rifles. I'm not the only one. Apparently, this is a common trend now. A lot of lefties starting to get armed out here. Case in point.
I'm generally a pretty liberal person, but when I saw videos of ICE jumping out of unmarked vehicles and nabbing people off the street, that's when I actually bought my first AR-15. So I'm pretty new to this, but the Second Amendment's for all of us. And now I'm seeing videos of Black Panthers out in Minneapolis, chasing down ICE and other police and stuff. I think that's what it's all about. We're facing tyranny right now, and I want to be prepared for if that stuff comes to my neighborhood.
What have you sort of thought about it? I've seen the same videos you're talking about. I've seen some of the stuff in person that you're kind of talking about.
And I'm right there with him, folks. I started researching weapons. And once again, this is not an advertisement. I don't know if this is true or not because I'm not a gun expert. But here is what AI told me. AI told me the best rifle for the money is this one. It is the... Yes, I'm 18. It is the PA-15. Less than $500. Now, they say it's not a service rifle for like if you're in the military or a police or whatever. But if you're just using it for home defense or you're just going to use it very rarely, I'd probably never even shoot the goddamn thing. I've never shot my 2 handguns I have. But just in case, apparently this is the best rifle for the money. If you're looking, that's what AI says. I already did the research for you. And as an American, I also agree if you're from another country, there is no reason to come here anymore. America is not a safe place for us, much less you. Mohammed Safa says, I canceled my World Cup tickets. The ICE may decide I am a gang member, and I'll be locked in prison for a year with no charges, no hearing, no trial, no right to consult a lawyer, no phone call. The U.S. is not safe to visit, and yeah, going to be great for our tourist industry, isn't it, folks? But hey, we earned it. We earned it, America. America voted for suicide. Time to die, motherfuckers. Meanwhile, this is how frustrating it is to try to talk to maggots. This cartoon illustrates it beautifully. I voted for Trump, but I didn't know he'd deport good moms like Carol. And now that you know, you'll vote for someone who will fix it, right? Right? We all love Carol. She's so honest and hardworking. What they did to her is just awful. Exactly. So next time you'll vote for someone for giving people like Carol legal ways to stay, right? Well, Carol was a regular at church and such a big heart. She doesn't belong at a detention center. So now you'll vote differently? I didn't say that. I can't believe they're doing this to Carol. Poor Carol. So now you'll vote differently, right? Nope. Because they're fake as fuck. They don't actually believe a word they say. Just worthless scum. Every one of them a fucking Christian. Fuck Christianity. But folks, as always, there's only 2 people's whose opinion I really care about all this. First off, of course, Brett Terhune, the greatest among us. Secondly, the new love of my life. This lady whose name I can't remember. And don't give a fuck. That's what she has to say. I think it's Alexandra Gonzalez or something like that.
I'm a Republican, and I don't like ICE. I love them. And if you're an ICE agent here in Texas, I have some white monsters ready for you, boys, because I want you caffeinated.
I got a white monster
and
ready for you.
motivated. I stand with my ICE agents, and when you boys see this, let me join a rave so I can put the handcuffs on an illegal.
I have no idea what she said, but I fucking love it. Woo, man! I can change her. I'm sorry, guys. I can change her. We would make a beautiful couple. Come on, you know we would. You guys are like, hey, Dusty, wouldn't it bother you that she's a fucking Nazi who supports MAGA and Nazis all day long? Hell no! I can't understand a word of it. I just love watching her talk, y'all. I just love it. Why is her mouth so big? Hello, fellow Americans. Just like us whites, I love ICE. Dude, would you quit? I know you love her, but she's mine. And, all right, that is halftime. We did it, folks. Hour and a half for halftime. I know that mouth is huge. I can't look away from it. So hot, so hot. Don't stick your dick in crazy. Psh, you don't tell me what to do. My dick goes where it wants to, babe. If anybody could change it, it'd be me. All right, folks. Time for a commercial break. Hey, guys, I'm an independent journalist. My name's Jesse Smith. How you doing? And also, I have a bunch of annoying cats. We rescue them. We rescue dogs and cats that are about to be put down, and we give them forever homes. God damn it, they're spoiled. You can see for yourself. Would you stop, God damn it? I'm trying to shill for you some food. You fat ass. Quit. You stop. Let me shill for money so you don't die. So, hey, folks, if you enjoy the independent journalism that I bring to you for free, could you please consider supporting me? There's lots of ways to do it. First off, patreon.com. Every video I make has a link to my Patreon. Let me go ahead and click on it. You fat ass. Shut up, Dusty! Hey, it pops down. The very first, actually not the very first link. The first link tonight is to Jeannie Rude's GoFundMe. We'll get to that in a minute. Secondly, patreon.com. Click on that. Please chip in a couple bucks a month. It don't probably mean a lot to you. A couple bucks you won't even notice off your credit card or whatever, but it all adds up and it means a lot to me, and it allows me to keep the lights on and keep doing this show. And especially with the recent ice storm, I have a lot of dog kennel to repair. I have a part of my house I have to repair too, so if you could help me out, I would very much appreciate that. Thank you for supporting independent journalism. And dude, if you don't fucking quit. Annoying. And also PayPal. Hell yeah, great way to do it. And there's the link and your camera phone at this QR code above my head, or go to my PayPal. Great way to support the fucking show. It takes less money from me. And thank you in advance. I love you. And also, I want to mention Jeannie Rude. So Jeannie Rude, one of the first moderators on this show, has worked tirelessly and for free for me for a year, almost a decade now. And it's really appreciated. I used to have this rule that I didn't ban anybody. I thought it was manly, I guess. I thought it was pussyfied if you banned anybody. If you free speech, you have to let anybody say whatever the fuck they want to see at all times. And then I started doing this show, and I realized how fucking stupid that was. Because what trolls will do is they'll come try to make your show worse, try to make everybody's time worse. Because that's what they get entertainment on. They don't care if your show gets canceled because no one wants to support it anymore because they've turned your chat so toxic, right? That's what they want to do. And so they will abuse the privilege of free speech in order to make everybody else fucking miserable when they don't even want to come watch your fucking show. So you cannot let them do that. You have to fucking block them. You have to get rid of them. And of course, I can't do it. I'm fucking doing this whole fucking show. I'm producing, directing, acting, doing all this shit. So I need hero moderators to help me out. And Jenny Rude, one of the first one. Well, Jenny Rude had some tragedy happen recently, and I was real sad to hear about it. Apparently, her longtime spouse of 15 years, I guess they weren't married, but they were like together for 15 years, dropped dead. I'm not sure exactly. I guess it's a heart attack, heart complications. She messaged me. Apparently, he was only 53 years old, which is way too young. That's scary. That's how old my dad was when he died, right? That's only 2 years away from me. And apparently she's in a bad situation, I guess. She can't afford her rent. And I think she's looking for, she can say in the chat, was it Minnesota or Maryland, somewhere. She's looking for a roommate if you guys can help her out. But anyway, she has a GoFundMe account if anybody wants to chip in and support Jeannie Rude in her time of need. And I usually don't do this kind of stuff, right? I usually don't do GoFundMes for people, don't advertise them. Very, very rarely I do, because then everybody asks you all the time to do it, and I just can't do it for everybody. But Jeannie is a special exception because she's been so good at the show, and she's a beloved family member of the Cult of Dusty. So if you want to help Jeannie out, the link is the first link in the description of this video. And I'm sorry what you're going through, Jeannie, and I appreciate you, and we love you, and we're all here for you. Janet, yeah. And did I say the name wrong? It's Jeannie Rude, right? Janet. All right. Let's read some super chats, shall we? Go ahead and get into it. I've seen lots of good support tonight. Grant Williams, $50 Canadian. Take off, hoser. Do you think of them as human beings? Think of them as Americans. Welcome back. Hey, I get that reference. That's Fallout. No spoilers, but we had the season finale of Fallout last night. And holy God, I love that Ella, whatever her name is. So hot. And of course, she's got my favorite actor of all time, Walton Goggins. Such a fun name to say. Great show. And also, you guys been saying that new spinoff to Game of Thrones? It's called like A Knight's Tale or something. That's not it, but it's something like that. A Knight in the Seven Kingdoms, something like that. And it's actually pretty good. I actually enjoyed that show. I think it's better than House of Dragons. It's doesn't take itself very seriously, and it's much more low budget, but I find it refreshing. So good show. If you haven't seen it, check that out. And thank you, Grant Williams. You fucking rock, fellow Fallout lover. Everything sucks, but still glad to be here with you, man. I miss the show so much, guys. I wanted to do the show so bad. I was even going to do it on my cell phone right up till they fixed my internet. So I was champing at the bit to get on here and cover all the stuff. A lot of shit happened while I was gone. BBC, fuck yeah, BBC! $20. BBC's the one that sent me the link to Janet's GoFundMe. BBC got everybody's back. The best among us, BBC. Stay safe, buddy. Gave 10 memberships, 10 more, 20 more, that's 40, 50 memberships, holy God. So that's like $150. So basically, there's like a membership on YouTube. We call it the Dust Buddies. I didn't name that. You guys did. It's $3 a month, and it gives you customized emojis to spam the chat with, but you also get all the after parties. No after party night, folks, because I'm already doing like a 3-hour show tonight. So after party coming Wednesday, but you get access to all the after parties. So if you got your ticket, please give BBC your love. Please tune in Wednesday for the next after party. And also, if you want your ticket, you can buy one. But they give away free here every show. My generous audience gives tons of free tickets away, and you get access to all the after parties. There's like hundreds of them. It's the show after the show, but you have to be here live to get one. They just give away randomly to whoever's here live. So every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern, come hang out with us. Love to have you. Smokey Stew, Rude Interplanetary Janet, all the love, and may you find peace with your fiancé spouse. And yeah, we're all with you. I mean, what an amazing family we built here, though, folks. Man, I hope they don't ever ban the show. It's not just me. It's more than that. You guys made the show so good. I mean, I helped a little bit, but you guys really did all the hard work. I'm glad you're back. Hell yeah. Good to see you're back after seeing your front. Ha ha! Glad to see you back, Dusty. Fuck yeah. Good to be back. Thank you, C-Dub. Brian Prenny, 10 tickets. Fuck yeah, 10 more. That's like 1,000 they give away tonight. You guys ready to be here live? Give Brian Prenny your love. Swaggering Cat, $100. Gonna make me read you sexy. We missed you. The pharaohs missed you. Humanity missed you. Hell yeah, and I missed you too. And by you, I mean internet. No. Scritches to you and yours, Swaggering Cat. Appreciate you, you hero. Help from Canada, from the kitties and doggies. I need it. Scritches directly from you, Armaine. Appreciate you. JB Nation. Super chat. Hell yeah, that's the way to say it. Love you, JB. Traveler of the world, $20. Glad you're alive, Dusty. I'm pretty happy about it myself. I hope all the dogs and cats are too. Everybody is fat and well taken care of. The dogs don't get left outside or anything at nighttime. They have their own room with their own heater. Literally, their room is more warm than mine is. I barely even turn my heater on because I'm like, it's expensive. But for the dogs, it's so hot. They sweat their balls off. They don't have no balls. We cut them off because of, Anyway, thank you, Trouble Worlds, Veggie Out Girl, to help you catch up. Man, I appreciate it. 2 weeks without income. That sucks shit, man. Good thing I didn't invest in Bitcoin or anything. What's that? Your entire life savings? That's fine. I don't need to eat. Polygamy, Dusty is on fire. What? Yeah. We all need to be this best. If you're not angry, you're not alive, in my opinion. It is the correct emotion. You missed you been sick. Hey, I'm sorry you've been sick, Angela. I hope you feel better. Good to see you tonight. Try the warehouse and the statewide shutdown to national one. Shout out, arm up, fight back. Hell yeah. Get you one of those PA 15s. Eldridge Davis found out the Apostle Paul said it was okay to lie as long as the kingdom of God is being glorified. Yep, they all feel that way. They have no moral compunction about it whatsoever, man. And that's how you make all your money. That's how you win the propaganda war. Telling the truth ain't worth a shit when your society is completely fucking worthless. Except for you guys. Present company accepted. You're the only good ones, though. Don't forget to check your PayPal. I'm going to check it. I promise. Took close to 15 years of being aggressive, but I finally paid off my student loans. Fuck yeah. Imagine how shit your society is when they sell knowledge to the next generation instead of giving it away for free. Completely illogical. Was planning on sending more, but I had to replace my windshield and pay for 6 months of car insurance. Hey, every bit adds up. Thank you for your generosity, agent. Lizzie Bennett, welcome back, Dusty. The fascist bootlickers need to go, even thought about doing Saturday show. Ever thought of doing Saturday shows? Oh, yeah. I mean, I could do Saturday shows if people wanted me to. I just try to make kind of a consistent schedule so people know when to tune in. if people would tune in more on Saturday shows, I would definitely do that instead of in like a Wednesday show or whatever. You guys let me know in the chat. Thank you, Lizzie. Mexican Sleeper Cell, new BLM, Charlie Kirk Police Violence event by me. I'm slightly younger, Mexican Dusty. Fuck yeah! Go check Mexican Sleeper Cell out. Thank you. Well, that's buddies, Cryo Trigo. Remember 4 months, appreciate you. Nice to see you again, Dusty. Hope you enjoyed some time. Oh, I mean, it was fine once my electricity was back on. I played a bunch of games. I found a new game called Song of Silence. I fucking love that thing. It was fun as shit. I played a game called Thronefall. I beat like 5 games in the last 2 weeks. Gamer boy! Lizzie Bennett, that is useless. You're Kyle Rittenhouse. No, that is unless you're Kyle Rittenhouse. Funny how the far right left that out. Yeah, of course, they ain't about nothing. No consistency can be found whatsoever in anything they say. That's why you don't argue with them or listen to them. They're just trying to waste your time. Take more of my weed money. You're one of the biggest inspirations. Top white guy for sure. Hey! Who are you to assume my race? Love you, Master Sleeper Cell. Obviously, I am the whitest person to ever exist. Welcome back, Dusty. Hey, thank you, Loki. Appreciate you. 30 pounds. Taking me to Pound Town. I'm taking it all. All for you, Loki. Welcome back, Dusty. Hey, what up, comrade? How you been? Hopefully you had a good last 2 weeks. Good to see you tonight. James White. I bet this shit's about to crash. It's getting slow. It gets slow and then it crashes. My hometown, Tacoma. They even ran... Come on. They even ran the Proud Boys out of here years ago. Fuck yeah. But now the Proud Boys are Nazi ICE Gestapo now. So they just got paid for it. ICE means ignorant cunt exposition. Hey, I love it. I'm going to use that from now on. Cunts. Seth LeBron. Anyone who didn't listen to Carlin can go fuck themselves. Love me some Carlin. I met George Carlin's daughter one time. She seemed pretty based. So glad you're back. Fuck yeah. Good to be back, Sidor Rose. I'm so happy to be hanging out with you guys tonight. I love you bunches. Come on, quit. Breaking the Ice has another meeting now. Yeah. Hopefully the ice is thin and they all fucking fall through. Hey, let's fix your fence. Appreciate you, Andy Corbin. I need it. Gonna be expensive to fix that motherfucker. Been watching you since I was 12. Love your context. Hell yeah. Been doing this for almost 20 years now. Old school, one of the first YouTubers. Hard to believe I'm still going. All the other lefties pretty much went out of business already. Except for like Cal Kalinske still in it. I've been up longer than Cal, though, I think. And the newcomers like, what's that ugly motherfucker's name? Hassan Piker. Ooh, double back. Breaking the Ice has another meeting. I read that. 20 more tickets from BBC. Fuck yeah, BBC so generous tonight. Love you, BBC. Everybody, big love to BBC. And another 10. That's like 200. I can't count, but that's pretty good math. Fucking BBC rocks. Incubus sent 5. Hell yeah. Give Incubus your love. So generous. Everybody so generous. Welcome back, comrade. Roll, fight the power. We all doing this together. Thank you, K-Kong and Polygamy. I'll be into a Saturday show. The more dusty, the better. A little more money for you. There's only so much I can do. These shows take so long to put together as it is. Like, I might have done a Monday show, but I was working past 8 to even put this thing together, so... Doing everything yourself, very time-consuming. But thank you, Polygamy. And Ivy Evans, I demand sexy read. I demand sexy read. Love you, Dusty. I miss this community so much for the past couple weeks. Glad you're back. My sanity can now clear out all the bad shh. Yeah, it's depressing as fuck, but at least we're all in this together. And good to see you, Ivy. Appreciate you. And Epiphone Casino, they can't win entirely. There's still hope and a chance to change things. I don't know about that. I think the whole thing's going to have to collapse first, but I hope I'm wrong, to be honest with you. I don't want to be fucking right. I want us to work everything out. I want America to not be what it is now. But I'm not very optimistic, to be honest with you guys. Hopefully, though, we can turn things around if we all work together. And that is my super chats for now, folks. Going to read all the rest of them at the end of the show. So get them in early, get them in often. And also, once again, if you're watching on the replay, you can aim your camera phone at my QR code above my head. Dude, please stop. Here it goes. Oh, there you go. QR code above my head. A camera phone. It'll pop up. Go donate to Dusty. And all right, we're long. I promised somebody the last show that I would play the new version of Chud Watch. So let me switch. I'll switch it over live though, so because I forgot to do that. Here we go. No, here we go. Okay, I totally failed that. Let's try it once again. One more time. Here we go. Talking about Chud Watch. We talk about Chud's side. Make fun of it. Chud Watch. Promises made, promises kept. New version of Chud Watch for those of you who requested it. Starting us off, Donald Trump doing what he do, being an incredible embarrassment. Had the big ice storm last week, so of course he's jetting the spot to get out there and claim global warming doesn't exist because that's logic. Record cold wave expected to hit 40 states. Rarely seen anything like it before. Could the environmental insurrectionists please explain whatever happened to global warming? That's right. Global warming means it's never supposed to get cold again. Isn't that what global warmists claim? Isn't that what you guys say? Don't you say that global warming means it's never going to get cold ever again? No, of course not. That's fucking stupid. But why wouldn't we have a science denier as president? And apparently, if you believe in global warming, you're an insurrectionist now, I guess. So that's basically a domestic terrorist. So Trump, I guess, can kill anybody who thinks global warming is true. I don't know. Meanwhile, he's out here saying now that he's going to take over all the elections from the states. Remember how conservatives used to pretend they believed in states' rights? Of course, nobody believed them, but they used to pretend states' rights. Hey, states can outlaw abortion. They can make 12-year-olds have their rape victims' babies because states' rights. We believe in states' rights. Hey, the Confederate War, the Civil War, that wasn't about slavery. It was about states' rights. It's very important. It was the war of northern aggression because they didn't believe in states' rights. We love states' rights. And surprisingly, they was full of shit. They don't give a goddamn fuck about states' rights because here's Donald Trump says now they're going to nationalize elections and take it away from the states.
What exactly did you mean when you said that you should nationalize elections? And which 15 states are you talking about?
I want to see elections be honest. And if a state can't run an election, I think the people behind me should do something about it. Because, you know, if you think about it, a state is an agent for the federal government in elections. I don't know why the federal government doesn't do them anyway. But when you see some of these states about how horrible...
the reason the federal government doesn't do it is because somebody like you will get in office and then you will cheat. And then we won't have free and fair elections anymore. Just like you try to overthrow the election the first time by creating a false slate of electors to overthrow our democracy. If the federal government was in charge of counting all the votes, you would literally just fucking cheat your ass off and then you would be in office for life, right? I mean, that's obvious. So that's why we have states' rights. The states decide who they want to vote for. They carry all that out and then they... issue their electorates to the government and tell you who they voted for. That's how the whole fucking system works according to the Constitution. But fuck states' rights, of course. Of course, Daddy Trump wants to be in charge of the elections, y'all.
They run their elections. What a disgrace it is. I think the federal government, when you see crooked elections, and we had plenty of them, and by the way...
You filed like 200 lawsuits. Every single one of them you lost. You've never provided a single shred of evidence to any of this, but it doesn't matter. And then, folks, it's so hard to believe this is true. But it's where we're at right now. This would be if this was any other president in the history of the country, this would be the biggest scandal that has ever fucking happened. I wonder how many of you have even heard this reported by anybody except for me. Donald Trump is suing the American taxpayers for $10 billion. Our president is suing us for $10 billion. And he gets to decide if he wins the case, he gets to decide how much money the government gets him because, you know, Pam Bondi, the person running the Department of Justice, is just a yes man. So all he has to do is tell Pam Bondi, hey, I'll settle for $8 billion. She'll write him a blank check for $8 billion. And then he'll make up something else. Hey, I'm going to sue you for another $10 billion for something else, for something else, for something else. Remember, just the appearance of doing something wrong was enough for them to go on a witch hunt for Hunter Biden. But our own president can literally sue the United States people, us, for $10 billion. Crickets. It's like it didn't fucking even happen. It's so weird. President Donald Trump, his two eldest sons, and his family business sued an Internal Revenue Service and the U.S. Treasury Department over alleged leaks of their confidential tax information. Court records showed Thursday the plaintiffs seek at least $10 billion in damages, according to the lawsuit in Miami federal court. Man, how is this real? How is the president suing the American taxpayers for $10 billion and it's like nothing? It's like there's so much crazy shit going on. Nobody's even paying attention. Nobody even knows about it. He can just write himself blank checks. Elon Musk, I heard, is worth like $800 billion now. I think Donald Trump going to beat him to be the first trillionaire. He can just write himself blank checks from the American taxpayers, and then most people will never even fucking know about it. And even if they do know about it, folks, they'll still defend him. Here's Lindsey Graham talking about how Donald Trump should sue the American taxpayers.
To the government, Donald Trump is suing the IRS for $10 billion because somebody at the IRS may have leaked his records. You should sue. If our government can't be sued by people, only by people not in it, then people like us are wolves or lambs to the slaughter.
Little Freudian penis, Freudian slip, little Freudian slip from him there. People like us are wolves. I mean, sheep. We're sheep. Hey, the president should be able to sue his constituents. He should be able to sue the American taxpayers. He should be able to write himself blank checks. This is all completely normal in a healthy democracy, isn't it, folks? Just so crazy to watch this. Then they asked him, hey, why are you suing the American tax people for $10 billion? Here's Trump's response.
President, why are you suing your administration and the IRS? Why are you suing?
Who are you with?
I'm with ABC News.
You're a loud person. Very loud. Let somebody else have a chance.
Can you answer the question? Why are you suing IRS?
ABC fake news.
You're suing.
Go ahead. I didn't call on you. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
So, somebody asked him a very reasonable question. Hey, why is the president suing the American people for $10 billion? Shut the fuck up, cunt! You're so loud. I hate you, goddamn poopy face. Next question. And it's totally normal. Let's just move on to the next goddamn controversy. Why not, America? It is so fucking over for this place. Wild, wild times. Then, after he sued America for $10 billion, he shit himself in the Oval Office. I don't know what else to think about this, folks. They call it the Code Brown, and apparently everybody on his staff knows when it happens. You can tell by the way they're reacting. Now, before I play the clip, this is well known of Donald Trump because he has so much, I think it's Adderall abuse. I guess that loosens up your butthole or something. I don't know. I don't do that shit. But according to people that worked on him on The Apprentice, he would regularly just shit himself all the time because he's incontinent. That's why he wears that big, obvious, saggy diaper everywhere. And so, in the Oval Office, giving a press conference, shits himself. You can tell it smells bad by the reaction of the people standing behind him. And so they immediately jettison all the press out of the room immediately. Watch this shit.
This Biden term is going to be a thing of the past. And I'm so proud to be part of
And
this.
fellas, some great things happening, right?
Yeah.
Really, it's great, really great things happening, I hear. And some pretty big announcements over a short period of time, right?
Yep. Moving drugs over the counter so you don't need a prescription.
Yeah, right.
Naloxone, which treats opioid, is one of those drugs. And we're being proactive with synthetic 7-OH, a new opioid that's showing up. And we're working with the DOJ on addressing that because chemists are coming up with new opioids faster than the government has been able to.
Do you hear that? Do you hear it? Listen.
Has been able to keep up. We're going proactive on these new chemicals.
You can actually hear it in the background. And then it's already happened. And so this woman starts to smell it. Watch her reaction.
Thank you all very much.
She can taste
really
it.
Appreciate it a lot. Thank you, Oz. He's doing a fantastic job. Thank you all very much. I appreciate it. Thank you, please. Thank you.
Mr. President,
I gotta cover her nose up. Stinks. And then immediately Code Brown. And watch the staff jump in.
ICE's tactics are too aggressive.
Look at him. Get out! Get out, you fucking cunts! Get the fuck out of here now! Leave the room immediately!
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Weird. It's so weird. All this is weird. This is not normal, guys. An incontinent president suing us for $10 billion, then shitting himself on camera. Just another goddamn normal week in America. Then, speaking of fucking wild, this is real. I looked this up. This is how crazy this is. Where regardless of how wild this country is and how far it's fallen, sometimes I see things and I'm like, this can't be true. This is too crazy to be true. This is actually true. This is Donald Trump's latest campaign email he's sending out to people. I reached out last week about my citizens only survey. Your file says you're a top MAGA patriot, but my records to my survey still say response pending. Don't tell me you're an illegal alien. That cannot be true. This is your final moment to prove me wrong, Chris. Please. Are you a proud American citizen, or does ICE need to come and track you down? I'm not making this up, folks. This is a real campaign email Donald Trump is sending out to his constituents, threatening that if they don't give him money, he's going to send ICE to track them down. I mean, I guess he sued America for $10 billion, so this shouldn't surprise me, but somehow it still did. But I guess when you have a cult that doesn't care what you do, they literally don't give a shit. I guess why not just threaten them with ICE or whatever, you know? He doesn't even need the money. He has a $450 million war chest for the midterm elections. More money than any president has ever had for such a thing, but it's never enough, right? They're hoarders. They're mentally ill. Whatever they can do to make a buck. I guess if there's no ramifications, why fucking not? Meanwhile, President Caligula bragging about his new 25-story arch they're going to have built. 25 stories. It's going to dwarf the Washington Monument, the Lincoln Memorial. I guess he's our pharaoh, so he's got to literally build pyramids for himself. Not pyramids, but it's an arch. Same concept. Some of the people are being like, but Dusty, he's going to do it through private donations. It's privately funded. What do you care? First off, I don't believe that. But even if that were true, to believe that the American taxpayers, the American citizens, aren't ultimately the one that pay for all these bribes that Donald Trump gets is so unbelievably foolish. They don't believe it anyway. They know that's true. They know when he calls up Marian Adelson and he's like, hey, Miriam, I need $25 million for this new arch. She's not giving him that $25 million out of the kindness of her heart. She's giving it to him because he's sending American troops and American money to Israel, right? American weapons. Billions and billions of dollars of taxpayer money. That's what she's buying with that $25 million bribe to him. So ultimately, we pay for all this shit. And they know that's true. They just say fucking anything to try to cover up. But yay for a 25-story arch. Well, we can't feed our families, can't afford health care. The Let Them Eat Cake administration. Meanwhile, he announced he's shutting down the Kennedy Center for 2 years. Remember, folks? He took over the Kennedy Center. The Kennedy Center is this, it's like a theater where artists have been performing in Washington for decades and decades and decades. But Donald Trump no likey that because most artists are, left-wing. Right-wing people are not particularly creative. They don't have good imaginations. They're pretty much stunted children. Which is why all talented people pretty much are on the left. And so Donald Trump hates left-wing people. So he's like, I want to show them lefties. I'm going to take over the Kennedy Center and have all right-wing dickbags in there. What happened was a lot of people started canceling performing there because nobody wanted to perform for, Nazis, for Trump. And so Donald Trump was like, I'm going to show you. I'm just going to shut the whole motherfucking thing down. So apparently he's going to shut it down for 2 years and spend another $300 million to renovate the whole goddamn thing for no reason. But he's just doing it to stick his dick in our eye. To own the libs, whatever he has to do, I can shut down arts. Because he's the most petty human being that has ever fucking lived. But close second, Nicki Minaj. So Nicki Minaj, I guess, is worried about being deported. I guess since they're rounding up all the Browns now, Nicki Minaj is still trying to get citizenship in this country. And a lot of people have been clamoring for her to be deported, just like they would deport any other person in her situation. And so I guess she's trying to suck Trump's mushroomed balls and wrinkly cock in order to garner a green card. I don't know what she's doing. Maybe she's trying to get a pardon for her rapist husband. No idea what her end game is. But here she is at the White House, and you know Donald Trump loves rap. She's the one that sings, "I can do all that shit to make your dick stay up inside me." I mean, I don't get that anyway. Do you really need tricks to make a dick stay up inside you? How wide is your fucking pussy? I ain't never had a girl have to do special tricks to keep my dick up inside her. It just stays. But anyway, Nicki Minaj got a pussy like a chasm. Got a rap about it. She all proud of it about it and shit. And of course, conservatives ain't about fucking nothing. So they're pretending like they like rap now. Anyway, here she is at the fucking White House.
Hello.
She's a genius.
Well, I don't know what to say, but I
Shocker.
will say that I am probably
an idiot.
The president's #1 fan.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not going to change. And
I bet it does. She's 100% going to change. Once the ticket sales and the album sales fall off, she's going to be apologizing like Kanye.
Hate or what people have to say, it does not affect me at all.
Yes, it does. You're as affected as anybody has ever fucking been. And then, that's what it's all about, folks. She got her one of those go-cards. Woo! Remember Donald Trump selling these go-cards? If you buy a go-card for $1 million, you instantly become a United States citizen. Yeah, because money buys everything, baby. That's all we're about. What you're worth is completely reliant on how much money is in your bank account. And when she went and sucked Donald Trump's dick, he gave her a go-card for free, apparently, for free. She showed it off. Well, look at this motherfucker. I got my go-card, yo. Woo! All I had to do is kiss his royal balls, and I'm a citizen now, baby. I did it. Didn't have to pay $1 million or anything. I got my go-card, but wait for it. You're going to laugh. The Trump administration says, that's not a real go-card. That's just a souvenir. We just gave her a cheap souvenir, a memento. So, ha-ha! You got to play, bitch. Money walks, bullshit talks. Or money talks, bullshit walks. Whatever. The $1 million go-card Trump gave Nicki Minaj is actually worthless. Yeah, like you, Nicki Minaj. Fucking worthless. Couldn't have happened to a bigger fucking idiot. Meanwhile, she out here making some wild claims about Democrats. Let's see what she has to say about I'm not even a Democrat, but you guys. She says, "Are y'all understanding that these people have been sacrificing children as a way of gaining and maintaining power? If you ever vote Democrat again, you're just as soulless as they are and will perish. Maybe it's time for me to do some story times. Since I was trying not to say what I know, yet they continue to attempt bullying." Let me get this straight. You have some kind of insider information about people murdering children and you've been keeping it to yourself? And you think this makes you look good? Bitch, tell us! If you know some fucking crimes, report that shit. If you don't report it, you're like an accessory after the fact. We should be locking you up. Talk about telling yourself. Starting to think Nicki Minaj might be evil. And of course, she's an incredible fucking moonbat. Dumb as fucking shit. Here she is with PB German's wife, Stephen Miller, talking about how she don't believe in the moon landing.
You know, like other conspiracy theories, like did we actually land a man on the moon? Did the
No,
president get the elections?
I don't think we landed on the moon.
You don't?
No.
I asked Elon this one. He said we did indeed land on the moon.
Okay. She probably doesn't even know. She's probably never even heard that we landed on the moon before. So this is the first time she's ever hearing. That's impossible. How the fuck did people land on the moon? They're children. They literally have the minds of like 8-year-olds. It's just real fucking wild who we make famous in this country. But no shocker, she's a Trump supporter. All the dumbest people are. Meanwhile, speaking of all the dumbest people, Melania Trump just put out a new documentary about her times at the White House. And she's going to talk about how she's the most important first lady ever. So she got this new documentary out. $40 million. Jeff Bezos paid her a bribe because obviously they never planned on having that money come back to them. They spent $35 million in advertisement, $75 million overall for this documentary that nobody gives a shit about. Here she is shilling for it on Fox News.
You released that right here on Fox and Friends First recently. What can we expect, and why was this important to you? Because you're a very private person in many aspects.
This story was never told before.
It wasn't told before?
So the audience will see me, how I manage my business, my philanthropy, family, preparation for the inauguration, and also establishing the East Wing for the White House.
Yes, if everybody understand, this whole documentary is about how I established the East Wing. I did the East Wing. I remodeled it, and I made it super cool. The East Wing. Oh, Leah, you're gonna laugh. Donald Trump destroyed the East Wing. It no longer exists. The entire documentary is about how she fixed up the East Wing, how she remodeled the entire East Wing, and then Donald Trump destroyed the entire fucking thing. You just can't make this shit up. Absolutely unbelievable.
How I manage all of that in 20 days, prior to the inauguration.
Before Donald Trump destroyed?
Transition from private citizen to being a first lady again.
You released that right here on.
So just so bizarre, the exact type of person that every MAGA would be clamoring to round up and send to a concentration camp if she wasn't Trump's wife. Meanwhile, let's check in on the producer of her documentary and see what he's up to. Oh, yeah, he's Jeffrey Epstein's friend. Of course. Sex pest. Obviously, they all flock together, folks. Exactly the type of people you would imagine. That's who did her documentary. Meanwhile, as I said, Amazon spending $35 million to promote this thing. $75 million overall. So they asked Donald Trump, hey, this is obviously a bribe. Jeff Bezos is obviously bribing you. There's a 0% chance they're going to make $75 million back on this. They're just trying to give you free press, and they're just trying to directly bribe you. What do you have to say about that? And you know, Donald Trump never dodges a question. Definitely going to answer it.
Amazon paid $75 million to make and market this film. It's an exorbitant fee. Many Americans think that this is maybe Jeff Bezos trying to get in good with you, and they would call it an act of corporate corruption. The New York Times.
The New York Times is fake news. New York Times. No, I don't know. I mean, I don't know really. I'm not involved in that. It was done with my.
Oh, I don't know. I have nothing to do with it. I don't know anything about anything. I mean, I know everything about everything when I want to, but when I don't want to know something, I've never even fucking heard of it. Nothing to do with it. It's obviously a fucking bribe. Literally, every MAGA supporter knows it's a bribe too. They just don't give a shit. They just lie to your fucking face about it. Meanwhile, mockery abounds as Melania documentary bombs every seat still available. So basically, they're doing for this documentary what they did for The Sound of Silence. Remember that movie that was supposed to be about sex trafficking? Where rich people, MAGA supporters, churches bought up the entire theater. And so the theater was fucking empty, but it looks like they sold some fucking tickets because they're astroturfing the whole thing. White House Faith Group pushes book sales for Melania doc. Book sales of the new documentary Melania, 20 Days to History, are being promoted through emails from the National Faith Advisory Board, a faith coalition led by Paula White, oh, there's a good one, who also served as a senior advisor to the White House. So yeah, exactly what they did before, folks. And even then, I think it only did like $8 million or something like that, $9 million. They've spent $75 million on it. It's made less than $10 million so far. So it's just a bribe. But some hero went out and spruced up the billboard for the Melania movie. Melania, new film, and let's look closely. She on the toilet. She's pooping all over the American flag. And yeah, that's an unfortunate picture to have there of her sitting in the chair. It's too easy to make her poop on the flag for me to poop on. Nailed it. Another real man of genius. But good news, folks. If you want some hopium, some copium, there are some signs to be optimistic. Did you guys hear what happened in Texas? Trump is so unpopular now that a Texas Democrat flips solidly red state Senate seat. Democrats and machinist union leader Taylor Remmett won the special election Saturday to represent a solidly red Texas Senate district that President Trump carried by 17 points in 2024, a stunning upset that injected a fresh and urgent sense of panic in the GOP. They lose in Texas now, folks.
Donald Trump won by 17 points a little over a year ago. So, good news, I would say. That's pretty good news, to be honest with you. If they lose in fucking Texas, maybe we have a hope to turn this whole fucking thing around. I don't know. I don't want to get my hopes up too much, but this is definitely a good, positive sign. Meanwhile, let's check into the economy and see how that's going. Remember Donald Trump, first off, he was saying that he's going to try to make homes more affordable. He wants the American dream to be available to everybody, so you got to bring home prices down. One thing he was going to do, he's going to make it illegal for private businesses to buy homes, he said. He didn't do it, of course, because he's a liar. But now it's a new week, so he's saying the exact opposite, because that's what they do, folks. Whatever they say has no bearing. Their words don't have any meaning. Now he's saying, hey, I actually want home prices to go up because poor motherfuckers don't deserve homes.
One of the things Scott said, though, is, again, existing housing, people that own their homes, we're going to keep them wealthy. We're going to keep those prices up. We're not going to destroy the value of their homes so that somebody that didn't work very hard can buy a home. We're going to make it easier to buy. We're going to get interest rates down.
Yeah, fuck you, millennials. Fuck you, new generations. You're just too lazy to own homes, to be honest with you. You don't even deserve it. Hey, you will rent for life and you will fucking love it. You will own nothing. Say the let them eat cake party. And hey, enough poor people voted for this shit, so fuck all y'all. I got my house. Live on the street, dummies. Meanwhile, here he is bragging about helping out the farmers, and every word of this is just pure diarrhea. It's so crazy to listen to the fire hose of lies. Let's break this down.
But they stick together, but they have really bad policy. Men and women's sports, transgender for everybody.
So that's all he can say. The only thing he can literally bring up is transgender. You got to say that over and over and over again. Transgender. Hey, I just sued the American taxpayers for $10 billion, but transgender, I'm going to make houses so expensive the youth can never buy one. Transgender, I'm going to scare you with transgender. That's all I can say. Are you freaked out? Yeah, hey, it works. It works. This idiot country deserves whatever the fuck it gets because this works. You fucking morons.
So many things are so bad. I mean, they're horrible to the farmers. And by the way, I just gave the farmers $12 billion because
okay, first off, you didn't give the farmers anything. The American taxpayers bailed out the farmers because you did a trade war against China, and as retaliation, they stopped buying soybeans. So because of the problem you solved, you gave the taxpayers our money to the farmers to bail them fucking out. I love it. I gave this to him. I'm so generous. Like he fucking did it out of his own goddamn pocket. It's so maddening.
Treated unfairly. We're taking in a fortune with tariffs. And I wrote him a little check about 2 weeks.
Yeah, I wrote him a little check. This motherfucker.
Weeks ago for $12 billion. Anybody in this room get any of it yet? Yes, yeah. And a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of welfare queens. They voted for me. I destroyed their whole industry, and I got to bail them out the taxpayers. Isn't that great? Isn't everything going swell? I did it. Just fuck this country. Fuck these motherfuckers. Fuck all y'all. Not y'all, but, you know, them. And then anything they can do to make life tougher for poor people, they're going to do, folks, and they let them eat cake administration. Now Sean Duffy is moving to ban cities from offering free bus rides because fuck your state's rights. The federal government will tell you what to do, and you will charge poor people for public transit. You will have no choice. The Trump administration wants to stop large cities that receive federal funds from providing free bus transit. A move that would hit progressives programs across the country and could be a setback to New York City in particular. This is all in retaliation to Zohran Mamdani. Doesn't want him to be able to fulfill his campaign promise so that they can block it and then they can say, he lied to you guys. He lied to you. Fucking socialism. And obvious what they're doing here, folks, but whatever they can do to fuck up the little man, that's what Americans voted for. Then he got out here and lied and claimed that Walmart is closing all the California stores. But of course, that's not true. In the late hours of Wednesday, Trump shared several posts on his True Social account claiming that 85% of Walmart stores in California are closing due to the state's minimum wage. But yeah, Walmart came out and said, no, that's not true. But whatever he can to scare people about upping the minimum wage, folks, because you don't deserve it. You don't deserve $20 an hour, $22 an hour. You don't deserve fucking anything. You don't deserve a house. You don't deserve free bus fare. You deserve to live your life in fucking squalor and misery, to eat less and to lick his shit. That's what you fucking deserve. For your money to be taken from you, pay for big ballrooms and fucking arches and shit, and fuck all y'all. Your feedstock. But when they fail, I'm happy, folks. When anybody that supported this motherfucker goes bankrupt, it's a good day. 3-time Trump voter who had to close his sawmill due to Trump tariffs. When people talk about Liberation Day, I can't hide my sarcasm. We weren't liberated at the time. Hey, I didn't think I was going to be hurt. I thought other people were going to be hurt. Now it's affected me, so I care. Yeah, good. I hope you lose your house. I hope you lose the respect of your children. I hope your wife leaves you. I only hope bad things happen to you. Come on, ass cancer. Do your thing. Meanwhile, every country on the earth bailing out of dealing with the United States, and why wouldn't they? We're the pariah state now. I don't know why this dude's wearing sunglasses. Bad look. Macron says $300 billion in European savings flown to the U.S. every year will be invested in Europe from now on. All 27 EU states agreed to establish an SNL union, a step towards the full capital market union. So, yeah, they're all abandoning us, folks. A lot of them doing it very quietly, but they're all finding trading partners that are not the United States anymore. They're all trying to get away from us, and who can blame them, right? We can't be trusted. Even if we elect somebody good next time, which we won't. It'll be like Gavin Newsom or somebody. But even if we did elect somebody good, 4 years, 8 years, it'll be somebody shit again. So why not get while the getting's good? This country's hosed. Even Queen saying they ain't going to fucking perform here anymore. Brian May rules out Queen shows in the U.S. America is a dangerous place at the moment. Nobody wants to come here. And I just want to know what Freddie Mercury thinks. You know, if Freddie Mercury's coming, I'll still go. But Queen ain't coming, y'all, so whatever. Seems bad, America. And now let's check in with the Epstein files. You guys hear about the Epstein files? So basically, they did everything they could not to release the Epstein files. They literally shut down the whole government. Then when they finally realized that they couldn't stop it, that even Republicans were voting against them, they decided to, first they stalled. They went like a month and a half past the legal deadline they were supposed to release this shit in order to give them more time to find all the files that have Trump's name on it and redact them. Make sure no information that shows his guilt gets released. But they also want to flood the zone with bullshit, so they released like 3 million files. And you guys are going to be shocked, but you know who was all over them? World's richest man, Elon Musk. And this is a great way to call him out, The Daily Show. Hey, Gronk, is this true? Elon Musk exchanged emails with Jeffrey Epstein to plan a trip to Epstein Island. Even though Elon promised all us, he swore he never went to Epstein Island. He never wanted to go. He has nothing to do with this. Oopsies, we have the emails now, folks. I'm going to read you. This is real. But yeah, Gronk says, based on the Department of Justice released today, emails from 2013 show Musk asking Epstein about visiting his island while in the area, with Epstein offering dates. No evidence confirms Musk went, and he has denied, but he sure did try to go, folks. They all knew. All these pedophiles, all these perverts. Alex Jones was right about everything. A global cabal of elites. They rule you. They're pedophiles. But now he loves it. Here's real emails released at Jeffrey Epstein files. This one's from Elon Musk. This is from Jeffrey Epstein to Elon Musk. Thanks for the tour. You would have had fun at Christmas. So apparently he went and got a tour of SpaceX, which Elon Musk denied ever happened. Here he is. To the best of our knowledge, he never toured SpaceX. I don't know where that came from. It came from his own mouth because he did. You fucking liar. And then here's Elon. So first off, it's funny because he sends Jeffrey Epstein a cringy, clingy, desperate message. Hey, buddy, when can I go have sex with the underage girls, basically? And Jeffrey Epstein is so put off by Elon because he's just so unlikable, right? He's just like, ugh, get away from me. You don't have any self-confidence and you're not comfortable in your own skin. You're just so weird. You're like this slimy lizard. So he sends a message to Ghislaine Maxwell and tells her to deal with it. So deal with this. Thank you, he said. So basically, Elon sends a message to Jeffrey Epstein that says, hi, Jeff. I was thinking of flying down for an epic vacation. Blank. They redacted, of course, because they're covering for pedophiles still. Blank told me you were planning a party. Girls for the win! Exclamation point. I cleared my calendar. What are the details? Thank you, sir. So literally begging Jeffrey Epstein to go to the island with the girls, y'all. This is the world's richest man. And so Jeffrey Epstein don't want to deal with this fucking loser. So he's like, deal with this. Thank you. Ghislaine Maxwell. So then Ghislaine Maxwell responds to him, I'm so sorry, Elon. You just missed Jeffrey Epstein. He actually told me he was thinking of winding down the entire little St. James operation. Bummer. If it starts up again, we'll be sure to let you know. They literally don't want this guy around, so they're basically lying about the party's ending, so he won't show up. That's what the biggest fucking loser Elon Musk is. It's just so crazy. Then here he is again, folks. Another one. Begging to go to Epstein Island. He says, actually, I could fly back early on the 3rd. We'll be in St. Bart's. When should we head to your island on the 2nd? The 2nd or 3rd will be perfect. I will come and get you. Okay, probably the 1st then. So literally begging to go to the island where all the hot girls are, folks. But keep in mind, there is no ramifications for this. There is no comeuppance. There is no justice. Nothing will happen to Elon. You can literally just be a pedophile, be the world's richest man, and pay no penalty for it. And then an email seems to confirm that he did go to the island. This email shows Musk on Epstein's itinerary sent to him by his co-conspirator, Leslie Groff. This one's sent to Jeffrey Epstein. Reminders, you are to meet with John Christensen in PB on Thursday. Elon Musk is going to the island on December 6th. Brockman Edge Art event is Monday, so I don't know if he ever went, but they certainly had him on the schedule, and he certainly begged to go to the island, folks. So probably Elon Musk fucked some kids on that island, right? If it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a pedophile. And as Kyle Kalinske points out, I never went to the island. Okay. Bro, please let me come to the island, bro. Bro, I heard the parties are lit. Please, bro. Girls for the win, bro. Yeah, that's reality. But hey, he owns the airwaves, folks. He decides what's on your front page of Twitter. He decides what message gets sent. So most people don't even know about this. And our news media is missing in action. So very, very few of the American citizens know what the fuck's going on anymore. And then the BBC led with Elon Musk's photo on their Epstein story. Who is in the Epstein files? Well, Elon Musk is. I just read you the files. Those are real. They're not made up. They were released by our government in the Epstein files. But of course, free speech absolutist Laura Logan, I hope he sues. Yeah, 37,000 likes. This is how much they really care about journalism, about free speech. They want Elon Musk, the world's richest man, to sue people for telling the fucking truth. Because you're not allowed to tell the truth about rich people, about the oligarchs who rule you. You have to lie, or else they'll sue you into the fucking ground, and all these fake-ass free speech absolutes will support it. And I knew one day I'd have to watch powerful men burn the world down. I just didn't expect them to be such fucking losers, but they are, man. The world's biggest fucking losers rule us, but they also have no conscience. They have no moral framework. They would do anything to make a fucking buck. It's almost like you have to be an evil pedophile to even get ahead in society because our society is so fucking broken. So yeah, the worst and most cringe humans to ever exist rule us all. Guess who else was on the Epstein files? Howard Nutpick. Yep. Top economic advisor, the billionaire businessman who serves as President Trump's commerce secretary, once planned a trip to Epstein Island, according to documents that the Justice Department released on Friday. So yeah, it's all the people you most expect, but nothing will happen to them. Donald Trump says we should move on. Fash Patel has said they've released the files, and so case closed. They're not going to hold anybody accountable. They're not going to do anything. And here's the truth of the matter, to be honest with you. Hypothetically, if someone was accused of having sex with goats by over 30 different people and regularly denied it, but also dropped very public hints about how much she liked to have sex with goats for decades and was best friends with someone who got convicted of fucking goats and trafficked goats to friends all over the world who also like to fuck goats. And his name was in the classified Goat Fuckers Chronicles 5,000 times, and he wished other goat fuckers well in prison. What do you think the odds are that person is also a goat fucker? And I'm just saying, pretty likely that's a goat fucker. I'm just saying, like, look, maybe Donald Trump is innocent. Maybe it's possible. Maybe he was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein for years and years and years, but he knew nothing about the underage girls that had no part in it. And maybe he bought the Miss Teen USA pageant and bragged about going into locker rooms and spying on underage girls, but that was all completely innocent. And maybe he wished Ghislaine Maxwell just well in prison. But he's completely 100% innocent. Maybe that's true. But maybe we should also err on the side of caution. Maybe if there's a small chance that he is guilty, that he is a giant pedophile linked to one of the biggest sex trafficking pedophile cabals in history, maybe like not let him be president. That's just what I say, but I don't know. I'm kooky that way. Meanwhile, another one for the free speech absolutist out there. They had the Grammys this past weekend. I wonder if they're going to ban me if I show you guys this. I'm not even going to show it to you because they're just going to copyright me. Basically, Trevor Noah is hosting and he gets up there and he says something about how Donald Trump loves to visit Epstein Island. He makes a joke about Donald Trump visiting Epstein Island. It's obviously a fucking joke. He's doing a bit. I thought comedy was legal now. That's what Elon said. But nope, Donald Trump going to sue over a joke, folks. The Grammy Awards are the worst, virtually unwatchable. CBS is lucky not to have this garbage litter their airwaves any longer. The host, Trevor Noah, whoever he may be, is almost as bad as Jimmy Kimmel, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I had never been to Epstein Island, nor anywhere close. And until tonight's false and defamatory statement, have never been accused of being there. That's not true. Lots of people have accused you of going to Epstein Island. What the fuck are you talking about? Not even by the fake news media. Noah, a total loser, better get his facts straight and get them straight fast. It looks like I'll be sending my lawyers to sue this poor, pathetic, talentless dope of an MC and suing him for plenty of money. Ask little George Slopadopoulos and others how that all worked for him. Remember how crazy they went when people just criticized Dave Chappelle for his Netflix special? When they criticized Ricky Gervais? They hate jokes. They hate comedy. They ain't got no sense of humor. They hate free speech. Now the president literally threatened to sue over jokes. And they're like, sue him, daddy. Fuck the First Amendment. It's just really incredible how they ain't about shit, right? Here's Cat Turd. Take every dime he has. Yeah. Bankrupt this guy for telling a joke about you because comedy is illegal, I guess, in America. Hey, but when they do it to Trump, it's different. You can tell a joke about anything you want to, especially if you're like punching down at trans people or gay people. But don't you tell jokes about the people that rule us, or else we'll take every dime you have and cheer it on. I guarantee a Cat Turd will still swear he's a free speech absolutist, a constitutionalist. Then they asked him, hey, what would you say to the Jeffrey Epstein survivors? Now that all these files have been released and we have so much more information about who was involved in all this, what would you say to the survivors? And of course, Donald Trump's answer is, you should smile more. Hey, well, you're talking about victims of sex trafficking. You should smile.
Something that people care about. Yeah, what did you say? Go ahead.
What would you say to the survivors who feel
you are the worst reporter. No wonder CNN has no ratings because of people like you. You know, she's a young woman. I don't think I've ever seen you smile. I've known you for 10 years. I don't think I've ever seen a smile in your face. You know why? You know why you're not smiling? Because you know you're not telling the truth.
Or it could be that she's talking about rape victims who were sex trafficked by pedophiles when they were children. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Maybe that's not the time to laugh and fucking smile, you ghoul. But I guess as he shits his diaper, he thinks it's all fucking funny because nothing matters anymore. Why don't you smile more? As I avoid your fucking question. It's just wild. This is America right now. I don't know. Anyway, hey, Ask, why are you suing Trevor Noah? It's Trevor Noah. And very telling here, folks. When he talks about Jeffrey Epstein, he defaults to calling him Jeffrey. Not Mr. Epstein, not Jeffrey Epstein, but like he's on a first name basis because they're lifelong friends, right?
Numerous times. And I don't think they want to see a shutdown in.
Mr. President, are you going to sue Trevor Noah? Last night in a post, you alluded that something could be coming.
Yeah, well, he said that I spent time on Jeffrey Epstein's island.
On Jeffrey's island. You see what he did there? He's very familiar with Jeffrey. That's how he thinks of. I spent on Jeffrey's island. Yep. Told on yourself, a little slip there. Lifelong friends. Meanwhile, Trump supporters just giving the game away, folks. I told you this repeatedly, but it's nice for them to back up what I'm saying by admitting it to themselves. Mark Want says, I don't care if Trump is a pedophile or a rapist. As long as he fucks over the leftist dictatorships around the world, what's at stake is far more important than a sexual sin. And yep, tell me about it. I know you guys don't give a shit about children. You guys don't give a shit about pedophilia. It's just a weapon you use when you find it convenient. If you cared about pedophilia and rape children, you would burn all the churches down. You would make it illegal to take your kid to a youth preacher, right? They don't give a fucking shit. He could literally rape their own kids and they would be honored. Thank you, President. That's my president raping my child in there. I'm so proud that he chose my child to rape. 100%. You can't reason with these people. There's no reason to talk to them. They are sick. And these are the kind of things we found in the Epstein files, folks. The government is still covering up for pedophiles. Why is this redacted? To Jeffrey Epstein from Redacted. Thank you for a fun night. Your littlest girl was a little naughty. Why is the government covering up for pedophiles? Curious, huh? Because they know no MAGA cares a single fucking bit about any of this. Crazy. Meanwhile, gaslighting us, folks, playing us for idiots. Here's a Tom Blanche, who is the one in charge of all the Epstein files, the Deputy Attorney General. They ask him straight up, hey, will we ever know about the names that you guys have redacted in the Epstein files? Will we know who these people you're covering up for, who raped all these kids are? The guy pretends like he doesn't understand the question, even though everybody on the face of the earth understands the question. Here's how little respect they have for the American people.
You said this is the end of the Epstein, of your review of the Epstein files. So just to clarify, is the public going to learn the identities of the men who abused the girls with the information that you're releasing? And if not, why not? And then I have a quick follow-up.
So very, very straightforward question. Will the public ever learn the identities of the man who raped all these children, according to the Epstein files your guys are releasing? We all know exactly what he's asking. Here's how the guy responds.
I mean, you just baked in an assumption into your question that I have never said and I don't know to be true. Is the public going to learn about men that abuse these girls? Like, what does that mean? I mean, I don't understand what that means.
I don't even understand. What does that mean? Men abusing girl? What does the word men mean? What does girls? What does abuse mean? What is English? I don't even know what language you're speaking. Where am I? Just holy God. It's like pod people. Got to be a goddamn simulation. No way this could be real life. And once again, the only person whose opinion I really care about is Brett Terhune, who aptly says, I can't believe they released the Epstein files to cover up for the Melania movie. And I know those crazy sons of bitches. That's just smart enough to work. No wonder they're in charge. Meanwhile, some Trump supporters walking away after the fact that he's clearly a pedophile covering up for other pedophiles. You guys remember shitty boxer Ryan Garcia, who was like Trump's biggest fucking fan not too long ago? Now he's all like, this is my public declaration and announcement. I'm reclining my past. Does he mean rescinding? Reclining. What a fucking idiot. Don't get punched in the head for a living, folks. I'm reclining my past support for Donald Trump. Anyone that was involved in anything to do with that island and what they were doing, I just can't support in any way. Children need to be protected. Everyone knew. Better fuck that. Justice for all, of course, he's fake too. He'll be right back on Donald Trump's nuts because these people are about nothing.
Whatever they said yesterday, they'll say the opposite of today and not blink a single fucking eye. Meanwhile, they're doing it again, folks. Remember when Donald Trump got elected the first time, the first thing he did was dismantle the pandemic task force. So Obama puts a pandemic task force in place so we could be warned in case a pandemic is about to hit, so we can be on the spot to take care of it when it happens. So we can have people in fucking place to educate the public, to tackle it if it springs up. They were trying to head off another black plague, another pandemic that's going to kill a couple 100 million people. So the first thing Donald Trump did when he got into office was dismantle that task force, which led to the unnecessary deaths of who knows how many people died because he did that, folks. But he did it to fuck over Obama, right? Whatever Obama put in place has to be eradicated because fuck everybody, right? Well, he's doing it again, folks. U.S. officially exits World Health Organization. If you want to know why that's bad, here's a quick video to explain it to you.
This is breaking news. The United States has officially ended its partnership with the World Health Organization that was ongoing for the past roughly 80 years. This is truly tragic. The World Health Organization provides so much important information around the world for global health policy, relating to public health, for vaccine access, as well as disease surveillance to try to figure out what the next pandemic could end up being and how do we manage it. And the United States leaving is going to weaken the WHO, but also global health as one of its leading donors to the WHO. This means that there's a good chance that our ability to respond to global health threats, potentially another pandemic in the future, could be weakened by the fact that the United States, which is a leader in science and medicine, is not a part of this global health effort. This also weakens the United States' influence on global health policy and is going to cause potentially a lot of problems down the road. To me, it's like saying that you opt out of a fire alarm system because you don't like the building management. This decision doesn't make any sense, and I hope people will talk with their legislators to speak out against this because this is going to harm everybody potentially in the long run.
Yeah, prepare for the next pandemic, folks. But hey, I guess Americans don't want to live, right? It's mostly going to affect conservatives anyway. If the first pandemic is any judge, right? Meanwhile, who takes that American flag? Yep. Our country has become a damn joke. And what could possibly go wrong? Oh, yeah, South Carolina measles outbreak, now largest since elimination. This is what happens when you abandon World Health and put Captain Brainwords in charge. Measles in South Carolina has spread to at least 789 people, surpassing the 2025 West Texas outbreak that sickened 762 people. So yay for a return of easily cured diseases. Why not, America? That's what you voted for. I guess if you don't care about your kids, nobody else should either. And then did you see this MAGA terrorist? I guess it was vinegar. Ultimately, they found out. But he ran up to Ilhan Omar and he threw some liquid on her. Look at her. She about to, look at it. I'm going to get myself out the fucking way so you can see this. She about to punch that motherfucker. She ain't taking your shit. Like, oh, fuck you. She about to go get her on his ass. But anyway, yeah, terrorism.
I don't know.
They want to scare you. They want to silence you, folks. That's what it's all about. Meanwhile, of course, Trump supporters, Tuberville, Congressperson Tuberville got out there and accused her of faking the whole thing, said she should be in jail for it.
The president said that he thinks that the Ilhan Omar getting sprayed last night was fake. He says, I wouldn't doubt it. She's a fraud. I wouldn't doubt it if she went ahead and if she sprayed herself, he said. What's your take on this?
Man, your hair is sure running away from your head there, Benny. That hairline getting higher and higher. It's trying to escape.
Sure, you've seen some of it on the internet this morning.
Oh, well, this person sat on the front seat on the front row, right in front of Omar, and then took off running to the right. I mean, if you're going to have somebody that's going to go after somebody, they're not going to run away from them. And that you could tell that was pretty much all staged. Now, again, I'm just saying that because, you look at... I
have no evidence whatsoever, but I'm just going to claim it's staged because we can't take responsibility for anything. So I don't give a shit if I lied to you or not. I'm just going to throw whatever bullshit I have to out just so my side doesn't look bad.
You look at what the Democrats have done and how they act and the things that they say that they're supposedly for our country. And then, of course, she is under big time investment.
So no responsibility whatsoever, folks. She faked it. That's what Donald Trump said. But of course, she didn't fake it. Omar's attacker has lengthy criminal record. The brother declares him to be a piece of shit right-wing extremist. Of course he is. The man accused of attacking Representative Ilhan Omar during a Tuesday evening town hall meeting in Minnesota is a piece of shit with lifelong anger issues who has been fixated on the Somalia-born lawmaker and the Somalia diaspora in general for years. His younger brother told The Independent. So, yeah, just another right-wing crazy dickbag. Wants to terrorize everybody, wants to shut you up. Probably also considers himself a free speech absolutist because their words have no meaning. But it's all part of the white supremacist agenda that's completely taken over. I guess it was already taken over, but they're not trying to hide anymore. Case in point, the Park Services is dismantling historic signs about slavery in Philadelphia because you can't have that, folks. It might make white people feel bad to tell them the truth about history. And they are taking it down. These people are really worried about erasing history, aren't they? Somebody takes a Confederate statue of a brutal slave owner who beat and tortured their slaves. You're erasing history, but you get rid of anything mentioning slavery and they're fine with it. Because, as always, the people are fucking nothing. They have to erase our history so white people's fifis aren't hurt. I thought facts didn't care about your feelings. And speaking of white supremacists, Kanye West apologizing. I guess his record sales are way fucking down, y'all. A lot of his fans are abandoning him. This is the future Nicki Minaj is looking at, folks. Kanye West, formerly Kanye West, anyway, takes out an entire ad in the Wall Street Journal to apologize for anti-Semitic outburst. Of course, he blamed his mental illness. But mental illness doesn't make you fucking racist. It doesn't make you a Nazi shithead. The whole thing was like, I was just going through it. I'm bipolar, y'all, and I don't know why I did that. I'm so sorry. Shut the fuck up, dude. Nobody believes you. You're obviously just desperate to sell some fucking records because you're going broke. Meanwhile, is every single conservative just completely devoid of any kind of humor whatsoever? I already know the answer to that question. But they're making a new Master of the Universe movie, you know, starring He-Man. And so as a joke, in his profile, He-Man has pronouns. He, him. Get it? He-Man, he, him. It's a joke. But all over my social media, they're freaking out about this joke. Now they're making Masters of the Universe and giving He-Man pronouns. These people won't stop until they ruin everything. Just good God, what's wrong with you? It's a fucking joke. I thought comedy was legal. If anything, this is kind of making fun of pronouns, isn't it? Just so stupid, but they always have to have something to be outraged about. Got to get those clicks somehow. Meanwhile, that's how the system works, folks. If you're a left-wing influencer, podcaster, it's almost impossible to make it. There are very few of us. For every show like this, there's 1,000 right-wing shows. And that's because they completely own the airways because they have all the money. Ain't no billionaire going to support this show. Why the fuck would you support this show? I say all billionaires are evil, right? Eat the rich. Everything I'm about is to oppose the oligarch. Why would a rich person fund this show? But instead, they fund the right like nobody's business. They have unlimited money. And so if you want to make money, you have to almost make right-wing content. You literally will starve if you make left-wing content. You have no choice. And so they're hearing this message loud and clear, and that's why the right dominates all our social media. Case in point, Elon Musk and X award Nick Shirley $100,000 for writing an epic article on exposing Tim Walz. So Elon Musk just had a new contest where whoever puts out the best right-wing article gets between $1 million and $50,000. Another guy who wrote a right-wing article got $1 million. He gave this kid, I don't know if you guys know this kid, this Nick Shirley. Basically, he became famous because he went around in Minnesota to daycare centers and demanded that he have access to their children to prove that there are children there. And of course, they were like, go the fuck away, you weirdo. We're not giving some weird right-wing dickhead access to children. And so because they wouldn't let him see the children, he claimed that they were all fraudulent. They're all Somalian fraudsters and got spread all over social media and went viral. I saw an interview with this guy from Channel 6 News or whatever it's called. Seems like he might have a learning disability. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but it seems like he's slow. Like he might be slightly retarded or something. Which is exactly the kind of guy that the right wants to reward, right? So they just gave this guy $100,000, folks. I will make that in 2 years. Just hand it to him for no fucking reason. But this is how the game is played. It sends a message loud and clear to everybody else who hopes to make it in social media that to make it, you have to spread right-wing propaganda. That's the only way to make it. And the message is being received loud and fucking clear all over the place. Literally gave a guy $1 million for that fucking bullshit. And then, folks, prepare to be as happy as a little girl. I thought it was lost. I thought I deleted it forever, folks. But no, I found it. Ladies and gentlemen, here you go. Where is it? Oh, here you go. Dear Charlie Kirk, I'm sorry you got murked. Dude, you were the GOAT. You preached for 2A, then some dude who was gay shot you in the throat. You had a lot of takes. And most were super bad. You had a lot of takes, Charlie, and now you're super dead. Woo! Yeah, baby! I know you guys were missing that one. I thought it was going forever. I found the photo and I was like, hee. Quick Charlie Kirk section. First up, this is how hero fables begin, y'all. Kim Robinson, who speaks directly to God, has received a message from God. And don't worry, folks. Charlie Kirk is doing great up there in heaven. Let's hear this real life shit that's actually happening.
This morning when I was praying and going over my notes, and reading this, the Lord showed me that he showed me Charlie in heaven.
Oh, cool.
And like I said, I don't know anything about Charlie, so I hope somebody puts in the chat or lets me know if this is, what you know about him. But I saw Charlie this morning riding on a horse with Jesus, and Jesus has given him like a horse ranch. He has a ranch. And he has all these animals, and I just feel like Charlie loved horses.
Oh my God, that's so fucking boring. You mean I get to heaven and it's the same bullshit in heaven that's on earth? I gotta ride horses, man. If it's heaven, I want to ride like a unicorn made of light or some shit. I want to be able to fly myself. I want to be able to transform into other beings. Oh, dude ranch. Fuck off, Jesus. I think I would go to hell. Seems way fucking better. Poor Charlie. First you kill the motherfucker, and now he got to deal with horses. Poor son bitch. And then, last but not least, for the Charlie Kirk section, everybody's favorite grieving widow, Erica Kirk, got caught on hidden video bragging about how many people showed up to their Turning Point USA event and how much money they made. Tell me if this in any way sounds like a person who's grieving the death of their husband.
There you go. Oh, look at all the thumbs up. Look how cute that is. Sorry, this is a little bit more informal than probably Charlie would be reacting. How sweet.
No one has ever been happier about their husband dying than this woman.
I didn't know they could do that. I hate Zoom.
Anna Nicole Smith wasn't this happy about her husband dying, folks.
Sorry, you guys. I just wanted to say first and foremost, my heart obviously is broken.
Yeah, we can tell. Super cheery about it. Anyway, it's like an 8-minute video. I'm not going to play the whole thing. But living her best life out there. You the star now, Erica. I guess go for it. And was that it? I think that's the end of it. Yeah, that's it. All right, that's all of my chat watch for tonight. Hell yeah, we did it. Boom. USA cringe. Yep, everything about her cringe. Best sex tape ever. Yuck. Just not that into her, to be honest with you. Creepy. Dayline doesn't show widows this happy. I know, right? I love Dayline, though. Love me some true crime. All right, we're off, folks. folks, get your super chats in. What are we on? 3 hours. Who loves overtime? You do. Who loves double overtime? You do. If you love double overtime, reward me for double overtime. We doing this, motherfucker. But first, it's time for some Free Palestine. God damn it, I didn't redo the Free Palestine again. Whatever. I'm never going to remember to do that. Free Palestine. Real quick. We're going to get through this real quick, folks. Israel IDF acknowledges killing 71,000 Palestinians. They're just admitting to it now, folks. You know it's probably way more than this. If they're admitting to 71,000, it's probably hundreds of thousands. But at least nobody can say that it's not at least 71,000 if they're admitting to it. The IDF has accepted the estimate of the Hamas-run Gaza Health Ministry that approximately 71,000 Palestinians were killed during the Israeli-Gaza war. It wasn't a war. It's a slaughter. It's a genocide. A war is like two sides that have some kind of equal chance of winning. That's not what's happening here, folks. Meanwhile, crazy report. According to recorded figures, Israel has killed every single member of 2,700 families, with over 6,000 families left with just a sole survivor.
While each individual death is a tragedy in its own right, the scale of generational loss is hard to comprehend. You see, in the last 2 years...
Anybody that says this is not a genocide should be slapped like a bitch. Not that you should slap bitches. Should be slapped like a Trump supporter.
More than 2,700 families have been wiped off of Gaza's civil registry. At least 40,000 families have been targeted. And 6,000 families have been left with just a single sole survivor. Erasing Palestinian bloodlines, the very essence of genocide, while each...
The very essence of genocide, exactly. Some people like Destiny will be like, hey, they haven't killed every single person there yet, so it's not a genocide, because everybody knows every single person has to die before it's a genocide. Yeah, no. It's an attempt at genocide. They're trying to genocide. It's genocide. Fucking piece of shit. Meanwhile, they got nothing on my boy Mom Donnie, though. Mom Donnie killing it. He doing great as mayor so far. They trying to find everything they can to shit on him. Of course, as always, it's about Palestine. It's about Israel. They don't like it because he's anti-Israel. Fox News is reporting that prominent New York City Democrat is angry that Mayor Zohran Mamdani requested a bidet to be installed in his official residence. That bastard! A $15 bidet from Home Depot? So much for socialism. Then talking about not having anything on him. New York Post. Zohran Mamdani reveals poor snow shoveling form. Oh my God. You do realize this makes him look better, right? When this is all you have to shit on him, he must be a pretty fucking cool dude if this is all you got. I'm just saying, right? It's like when the drunken peasant shit on me for making a joke about t-shirts. That's all you got? I done way worse shit than that. Throwing me a softball. And all right, that is my Free Palestine. Quick and dirty, like your mama. But we got to keep hearing about what happened 80 years ago in Europe. Yeah, the Holocaust. Think of the Holocaust. And all right, we're along, folks. Get your super chats in. You guys ain't gonna fucking believe what happened. Fucking find it. Where the fuck is it? Here it goes. Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit. It is time for religious bullshit. Yeah! And folks, you're never gonna believe it. They finally caught one, and this time it was a youth pastor. What? Idaho youth pastor gets life for child sexual abuse. A Meridian youth pastor was sentenced to life in prison for sexual abuse of a minor. A youth pastor? This week, Isaiah Tigu, 25, will serve a minimum of 20 years following a guilty plea. Damn, 25. Gonna do most of his life in there, crazy as shit. But it's been 2 weeks since my last show, so you know there's gonna be multiple Illinois church president arrested on child porn charges. A Springfield church official was arrested on Wednesday for producing child pornography, according to the United States Attorney for the Eastern District of Missouri. The Attorney General's office said the 54-year-old Michael Moore of Springfield was charged with one count of producing child pornography. Moore is president of the Central Illinois District of Lutheran Churches. Yep, they're all fucking pedos, folks, if only conservatives cared in any way. But like they said, folks, they don't care if Donald Trump's a pedophile. They don't care if these preachers are pedophiles. As long as they're spreading the word of Christ, that's all that cares. Fuck them children, literally. Michigan pastor pleads no contest to child sex charges. No contest is basically when you're pleading guilty, but you don't want to admit to doing it, but you did it. Months after conviction of church youth pastor, they got the youth pastor first. Then they got the pastor. Former Living Word Church associate pastor Randy Saylor was jailed Thursday after pleading no contest to 11 counts of criminal sexual conduct with 2 children under 13, facing up to life in prison. Throw the fuck away the key. New York church leader arrested on child rape charges. A Jefferson County man has been indicted in the sexual abuse of 2 boys in Albany County across multiple incidents dating to at least 2023. James Sheridan, 55, was charged with 1 count of predatory sexual assault against a child, 1 count of sexual degree sexual abuse, and 2 counts of child endangerment. Any more? Oh, another one. Ohio pastor guilty of kidnapping 13-year-old girl. A Stark and Wayne County pastor is accused of kidnapping and sexually abusing a minor during a camping trip last year. They should charge the parents. Never let your kids go with any kind of pastors. The fuck? The Reverend Jesse Santos, 59, pastor of the Canton Seventh-day Adventist Church, was initially arrested, blah, blah, blah. Kitty rapers, as usual. They have to start charging the adults, folks. That's the only way this is ever going to end. Meanwhile, you guys know my favorite type of Christian video. Christian thirst traps. I love me some Christian thirst traps. So if you're just now joining the show, you never watched before, let me explain what a Christian thirst trap is. Basically, they're trying to post a video of them looking hot as shit so that they can entice women or men into fucking them. But they can't just do that. They have to pretend like they're doing it for Jesus, to glorify Jesus. But it's so cringe because it ain't got nothing to do with Jesus. Some horny motherfucker just trying to get laid. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you this week's Christian thirst trap.
Break your flesh!
Yeah, baby!
Crucify it!
All right, I got to unpack this immediately. First off, why are you on the beach? Why the fuck do you have a treadmill on the beach? And also, why are you running with the cross on a treadmill? What way is this glorifying Christ? It ain't. Nobody has ever wanted more pussy than this guy has. Good God, dude. Just masturbate. It's less humiliating.
Tell your flesh it has no authority over you. You think because you prayed a prayer or you came to an altar, you could just say, ask the Lord into your heart and then live any way that you want. No, family, the devil is a liar.
All right, they found the say I got to read the fucking Bible. Good God, if Jesus were actually real, he'd be so fucking embarrassed of you. This is virtue signaling, right? The very definition of it, this has nothing to do with glorifying God. He's just trying to virtue signal that he loves God so much. He's going to run on the beach with a cross on a treadmill for some reason. None of it makes any fucking sense, but they are so weird. And then last but not least, speaking of fucking weird, here's another condescending dickhead Christian for you.
Oh, you did your research on...
All right, first off, why do you have a nose strip on? What the... That's not a good look. I guess he's trying to look athletic. I don't know. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, you did your research on Jesus, and you still don't believe that he died and rose from the dead?
I do not.
Mm-hmm. And you like fully researched it. You didn't just like Google top 5 ways to disprove.
No, I actually read first the Bible 7 times from cover to cover, and then I did research it heavily, and then I did research all the evidence behind it. And it is true that the vast majority of historians do believe that Jesus existed. However, the vast majority of those scholars are themselves Christians, and so they bring their own Christian ideology into their beliefs, and it, colors and paints what they believe. And also, we live in a society where if you come out against the idea that there was a historical Jesus Christ, you are unlikely to get jobs as historians. So it's literally in their best interest not to come
come out against the Christian narrative that Jesus didn't exist. But instead of believing what the experts said, I realized that was a argument from authority, right? Just because a whole bunch of experts say something is true, that doesn't mean it's true. Instead, you have to go examine the evidence and see, based upon the evidence, if something is more likely to be true. This is how logic and reason work. So I went and I studied what all the evidence was, all the history behind the historicity of Jesus. And what we find out is that during the life of Jesus, there are many historians that lived, but not a single one who lived in the time of Jesus in the same area as he did mentioned him. And in fact, the first mention of Jesus outside the Bible we have is from Tacitus, who was not alive when Jesus was, so he possibly could not have had any one-on-one encounter with Jesus Christ. Instead, he claims that there is a cult of Christians who believe that Jesus existed, and he takes their word for it. And he was a moonbat, of course, too. He was a religious zealot, and they all believe all kinds of stupid shit. And we're dealing with very primitive people. So him believing and taking Christians' words that Jesus existed is not proof of anything. And then after that, we have Josephus, which most historians, even Christian ones, suggest is probably a forgery because the church is well known for faking bullshit because they didn't have enough evidence to back up the fact that Jesus actually existed. So they had to make fucking shit up throughout history. And so we know that was a fucking forgery. So if you actually examine the subject matter, you realize there is no good evidence that Jesus existed to begin with. You have to take it on faith in the fictional stories of the Bible, which were written by anonymous authors, those of which we actually don't know if they even existed to begin with. So yes, I did my research. Continue, please.
Christianity so I can feel more comfortable living in my sin, right? Right?
Right. Oh, yeah, no, none of that. None of that. I actually just explained the whole thing to you. Unlike you, I actually did do the research, and I've done it for years, and I made videos on this for like 20 fucking years. So get fucked, loser, and take that stupid fucking shit off your nose. And that is my religious bullshit for this evening. Fuck yeah. And all right, I got a real quick Beyond Paradox coming up for you guys, and then one hero? Where are my heroes at? I thought I had some heroes. Oh, there it is. Heroes. Quick. I got like 2 heroes. Fuck yeah. And, all right. Get your super chats up. Stop making sense. I wish I could, man. Logic changed my life. I used to be a cult member. I used to believe all that kind of bullshit. And then I realized the only reason you believe all that stuff is because you're scared not to, because you've been indoctrinated since birth, right? You've been taught that if you even questioning might lead you to be tortured forever. And you think to yourself, I don't want to be tortured forever. I don't want to be tortured at all, even for 5 seconds, much less for fucking ever. So I better not question the shit they've terrorized my mind with. And then I discovered logic and reason, which is just the examination of evidence and deciding strictly based upon the evidence what is more likely to be true than not. And that just changes your whole fucking life. Once you do that, then the whole world becomes clear, baby. Leave all that childish bullshit behind. And all right, well, time for some Beyond motherfucking parody. Beyond the Paradox! And first up, you guys see this one? I don't know what this dude was thinking. He's in a boxing match, and I guess he is too insecure about being bald. So he's like, let me just wear a fucking toupee to my boxing match. But, you know, glue is only so strong, dude. What'd you think was going to happen? So he got his,
Hey, nigga got his wig knocked off.
He got his wig knocked off.
Push your shit back, son.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, push your shit back. Nah, that's crazy, son. This is the view right here. I told y'all I got my money on that nigga. Let go, man.
Now you just look worse, man. Congratulations, you played yourself. Just be bald like I did. I went bald and I shaved my head. I didn't do that? Okay, shut the fuck up. Anyway, next up on Beyond Paradox. One more. This one comes in from Fox News, folks. So stupid. So you guys know who Bad Bunny is? Bad Bunny is the most popular musician of the last several years. He's from Puerto Rico. And if you're playing at home, Puerto Rico is in America. It's an American colony, Puerto Rico. Or if you're on Fox News.
It makes me think, you know, Tyrus is referring to the rioters where they demand Skittles and things. Do you think they're mad at ICE because they're no longer getting the underage sex workers on their rioters?
Oh yeah, I mean,
like you see, I'm sure they had maybe 2 or 3 delivered
at least,
and the pipeline's been, you know, choked.
It's been jammed.
Yes.
Part of it is we can admit that P. Diddy does have a lot of Grammys. It's true. But realistically, what this comes down to is you look at somebody like Bad Bunny, or you look at somebody like Trevor Noah. They don't actually have the ability to talk trash in their own countries. So they come to America, make a great living living the American dream, insulting our country, because they know in their homeland they would be killed for doing the very same thing.
That's right, Bad Bunny. In your home country, you will be killed for talking shit about America. You're so glad that we let you come over to our country and talk shit about us. Why don't you go back to your own country? Bad Bunny, just what the fuck? So, and nobody corrects him? They just keep going, life is a dark comedy, y'all. It's a fucking joke. And that is my quick and dirty Beyond Parody. They're all pedos. Yeah, I know, right? Covering for pedos, and they want to laugh about Bad Bunny being a pedo. I guarantee you, Bad Bunny ain't got no trouble getting no women. For sure, for sure. I want to see Gutfeld in a dark alley. It's a dark fantasy of mine. I don't want that motherfucker nowhere near me. I wish him a long, long life. And all right, folks. Last chance to get your super chats in. Gonna finish you guys off with a happy ending. It's time for some heroes. We could be heroes just for one day. And today's the day. We starting off with my main hero. Everybody loves him. Luigi Mangione, Murder Bay. And apparently, folks, he won't be facing the death penalty. We did it. They gonna put him in jail for life, but at least they ain't gonna kill Murder Bay. So we get to watch him become a handsome older man in jail. We get to watch him live, at least. Luigi Mangione will not face the death penalty over charges of stalking and killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, terrorist. U.S. District Judge Margaret Garnett dismissed 2 counts in a federal indictment against Mangione, ruling the government's charge that Mangione stalked Thompson did not meet the legal definition of being a crime of violence, a requirement of death penalty eligible charges. So, yay, gonna live. Woo! Free Luigi. And speaking of free Luigi, did you guys hear about the other hero who tried to free Luigi? Now, obviously, this was a harebrained plan that was never going to work, but I got to give the guy an A for effort. A man claiming to be an FBI agent showed up to a Brooklyn jail with a barbecue fork, a pizza cutter, and tried to free Luigi Mangione Wednesday night, according to a law enforcement official and a federal criminal complaint. Prosecutors said Mark Anderson, 36, told employees at Brooklyn Metropolitan Detention Center that he worked for the FBI and said he had a court order to release a detainee. A law enforcement source said that detainee was Luigi Mangione. When jail staff asked Anderson to provide his credentials, prosecutors said, he gave them a Minnesota driver's license. He also told officials that he had weapons in his bag, and a search turned up the barbecue fork and a circular steel blade, a pizza cutter. Anderson had traveled to New York City for a job opportunity that did not work out and had been working at a pizzeria. So, nice try. I don't know. Obviously, this guy's mentally ill. That was never going to fucking work. But hey, you got to do something, I guess. And gonna give you a hero shout out for that one, Mr. Mark Anderson. Maybe about one more on tonight's heroes list, and this is a superhero. Somebody finally asked Lindsey Graham the most important question.
Hey, Lindsey, why don't you just admit that you're gay and then people won't blackmail you anymore?
That's right! Lady G, just admit you're gay. Then they can't use that against you. We all know it. We all know you suck the nuts. Just it. There's nothing wrong with it. Just admit it, dude. You'll feel so much better. Holy God. But he never will, folks, because he's just a straight up alpha male, just a genetic specimen, the best of us all, y'all. And he loves his daddy Trump. So, love that dude. I think I recognize that voice. That guy's like a troll that's always out at the protest and shit. And, all right, we gonna read some Twitter chats. Folks, if you bail out, do me a favor, please hit the like button, all right? Oh, I was supposed to tell you guys, my buddy AJ, producer, said I should start telling you guys, hey, I'm trying to build the channel up. I got like 220,000 subscribers now. I'm trying to get up to 300,000. I need you guys' help. So could you hit the like button? Could you guys share the video? Could you guys tell your friends about the show? It's the only show on the entire internet like this. Help a brother out, HBO, please. And also, Super Chats. AJ also made the new QR code. Thank you, AJ. AJ fucking rocks. So try the new QR code. Take you right to my Patreon. Appreciate you, AJ. Thank you in advance. And also leave comments. It helps the algorithm. Least you could do, type a comment and leave it. But patron, link in the description of the video. Go sign up to my patron. Appreciate you. And all right, we're getting there, buddy. We're getting there. I promise you, it's coming. It's coming. We're almost done here. Thank you for the laughs and crying. Feral funds for the pets. Fuck yeah, darn ass. Love you. Let me go ahead and load up my PayPal because I promised I would fucking do that. PayPal.com. All right. Jacob Stahl, $100. Holy shit, very generous. Gonna make me read you sexy. A doomsday cult leader that was inconsistent with his own message, but he rose from the dead. No fouling. You talking about Trump? He's incontinent with his message. I know that's for sure. And thank you, Jacob. You fucking rock. Very generous tonight. And 5 years. Fuck yeah. Love you all. Hell yeah. Rocks, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. Thank you for sticking with me for the long run. Although, 5 years, you're a Johnny come lately. I've been doing this for like 20. Better late than never, Rocks. 10 tickets from Imago Dia. Fuck yeah, 66. Hell Satan. Everybody give your love to I am a Go Dia. Oh my God, missed you. No forgiveness. Oh, you gave me 35 czars. I don't know what that is, but I'll take it. We need to see more of you, Dusty. Hell yeah, from South Africa. Fuck yeah, love me some South Africa. That's where Trevor Noah's from. And 10, SEK. That's a Swedish Kronos or something. That's almost correct. Thank you, Hendry. Epiphone Casino, they can't win entirely. There is still hope and a chance to change things. Oh, maybe I read that before, but I definitely hope you're right. I am all about the positivity. I'm just sort of a realist. So it's hard to be positive sometimes, but you guys make it easier. And Alexander Corbett, $5. Thank you, Alexandra. You rock. Jamie Nelson, what up, Jamie? Gave me $100. Very generous, Jamie. Let's see if you said anything. Glad you're back, Dusty. Finally got my student loans paid off. Going to start supporting you more. Fuck yeah! Took a while, but I finally got it. Hell yeah, I'm glad you did. You shouldn't have had to pay that to begin with, but I'm happy you're going to take care of. Nathan Gay gave me $25. Thank you, Nathan Gray. You rock. Charles Redwine gave me 10. Thank you, Charles. I appreciate you. And let's see what else popped up. Little Baby gave me $10. Thank you, Little Baby. Ivy Evans. I already read that. I demand a sexy read. I read you sexy. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody's. Let's see. Thomas Daring sent me what? Thomas Daring sent me a shit ton of money on the first. Sent me like $600. Good God. Hope you stay warm. Much love. What up, Thomas? Fuck yeah. That makes you tonight. World, Thomas. Love you, brother. That is so generous. Holy shit, man. Thank you very much. It's going to really go far towards fixing that fence. Karma Goodfellow, $25. Thank you, Karma. Good to see you. I appreciate you. John Vanoy, $10. I prayed Chris, the editor. What's up, Chris? $160. Janet Stout, $100. This is from, I think, last week. Gave me $100. Very generous, Janet. $100. Says, love you, Janet, love you. No, I sent you that. Never mind. That's what I sent to Janet Stout. Sorry. Jenny Red, I don't mean to laugh about it because, but I did send money to Jenny. Sorry. Roland Pable, $220. Charles Rowan, $5. Lori Clibben, $5. Alexander Corbet, $5. Juan Campos, $5. And these are all out. All right, thank you. I appreciate you guys. You guys are so fucking generous. And folks, I'm going to be back. Where's my phone at? Oh, I want to check the, one more. I got Cashapp. I don't want to leave anybody fucking out. Cashapp's also a great way to support the show. It's a $ Cult of Dusty on Cashapp. All right, guys, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're wrapping it up here. I promise. We are wrapping this fucking shit up. And, all right, Cashapp. Slow to load. Here we go. First off, Cashapp from Jamie Holly gave me $5. Thank you, Jamie. Stacy Jordan gave me $50. Very generous. Friday. Fuck yeah, Stacy. Melissa Reeves gave me $5. B. Sue gave me $5. Jeremiah Turner gave me $2. Jeremiah Turner gave me $1. Jeremiah Turner gave me $2. Stacy Jordan gave me $50. Yeah. Jimmy Holly gave me $10. Michael Mooney gave me $10. David, that's BBC. You are a Phoenix. I hope so. Rising from the ass. Appreciate you. BBC, love you. Give me 100. Jeremiah Turner, 2. Jeremiah Turner, another 2. Lots of 2s from Jeremiah. You guys rock. Fucking appreciate it. All right, folks. Friday. Another episode of the world's greatest show coming at you. Be sure to tune in live. That's the way to get your free ticket to the after party. We're going to do a good after party on Friday. So looking forward to seeing you there. For now, it's time to do a little kiddie party. I know the cat's been waiting for it. And we're going to play Love.exe, an original song by Dusty Smith. Play us out. And all right, what did you guys do with it? All right, I can't. You guys, what did you do? You knocked on the floor again. You knocked on the floor again. Don't look at my ass.
I see your pixels, they glow.
All right, I got it. Very unhelpful if you guys want treats to knock the shit on the floor. All right, there you go. You waited for it. There you go. There you go.
Love.exe. Download your heart to me. Binary symphony.
Hey, got a little piranha. Getting big. Little Miss Ellie Mae. Ellie Mae getting big. Yeah, sweet Ellie Mae. She said the evil thing, don't you? Get you some treats, baby. Folks, I'll see you Friday. I love the shit out of you guys. Have a good one. Thanks for the generosity. Good night.
Your words are perfect but hollow. Scripted dreams I can't follow. Am I leading or do I follow? Love.exe. Download your heart to me. Binary symphony. Are you one or zero, baby? Love.exe.